Hey, Angelos. All right. Hey, DDA. Pick up yourself, Jackster. Blasian, baby, I see you. I see you, Blasian. Tree, I see you, baby. I see you. Kenneth, I see you. Love you too, Blasian. Love you too, babe. We're making a difference, one creep at a time. We're making a difference. We are making a difference. Listen, Kenneth, the earth is flat, Kenneth. Kenneth, you and I will fight on that hill. Kenneth, hey Mo, how you doing, my baby? Good to see you, beloved. Good to see you, beloved. Trish, I see you. Aunt Lydia, I see you, my baby. Base Enigma, big up yourself, babe. All right, so we're gonna get into it, cause this little bitch. Thank you, Angelos, for the sub. Thank you for the sub. This little, yes. Listen. Hey, Jess. Guys, remember to sub to the channel. Good to see you, Tisha. Hey, Duchess, good to see you, girl. Good to see you. Hey, Jamaica. Good to see you. Hey, Sunflower. This little piece of ish, right? And all the other vermins are on. You see how jealous these people are? I want you. Hey, Andrea, how you doing, my baby? I want to understand how jealous these people are. Do you believe Krusty the Krab and all of them freaks are literally on Reddit talking shit? Big up yourself, Lexi. Hey, Jen. People have been messaging me that they're on Reddit because people are saying, you know, that I helped to take this guy down. And they're on the Reddit. They're on the Reddit talking about I'm vile, I'm this, I'm that. These people are literally jealous. Exactly, Duchess. Big up yourself, Jersey. Good to see you, baby. I don't know if it's true or not because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really care too much to be going to no Reddit to see what the F these people have been conjuring up about me. I'm going to be honest. And you guys can say I'm heartless or whatever. I don't really care. Big up yourself, Dina. I don't care about them. I've heard that they've had so many Reddits made about me. I've never gone to the Reddits. I hear there's like 3-4 Reddits about me and I've never gone to any of them. I heard that there's a Reddit called Shiloh_Hustle. Big up yourself, Rhonda. I've never gone to any of these Reddits. People even told me that there are YouTube videos about me and all these things. I've never searched them up. I don't really care. Big up yourself, Liz. Good to see you, sister. I don't really care, but this little piece of ish, they said that he was on the live talking about how he's gonna get me. I went to his, hey Daddy Bamba, big up yourself, babe. I went to his page and I asked him where does he want me to meet him. And then I went to the page again and then I can't see the page. So it looks like he blocked me. But if you're gonna make threats, sir, right? If you're gonna make threats, all right, please come through with them. If you want to meet me, I will meet you. Yeah, and I'm going to send him messages to all his other pages and ask him, where does he want me to meet him? I'm going to ask him, where do you want me to meet you? Because if you think that any of you dirty tranny bitches, right, any of you alphabet cult members is going to bully me into submission, you got the wrong bitch. You got the wrong bitch. Anything that you're up with, I will match it. Anytime that you are on, I'm on that time as well. Anytime you're on, I'm on that time as well. Okay? I just need you to make a threat because I will stand my ground. Big up yourself, Erica. As long as you talk about, oh, you're gonna get me, I will meet you because at that point, I can do what I want to do legally. Because y'all love to make noise on the internet. I make a lot of noise on the internet, but I like real life better. I don't make a lot of noise in real life. I don't make a lot of noise in real life. You people will not pervert our kids. Enough is enough. The perversion of our youth has been slowly rising throughout the years. Right? What's up? So you're saying that you're threatening these people and go into their homes. What's up? Do you want to come up? I've made 0 threats. My brother's an attorney. I know how to speak legally. Big up yourself, K-Frost. I've made 0 threats. I said I will stand my ground. He made a threat against me. It's on recording. He made a threat against me. Me making a promise, right? Acknowledging his threats is not a threat. My brother's an attorney. So as I was saying, you're free to come up. My bad in a real blood clot life. In a real life, my bad. None of you will make me cower into the shadows. Not one of you. Not one of you will make me cower into the shadow. You see you just in the comment section? Exactly, Miss Raymond. Mrs. Raymond. What's up? Do you want to come up and have a conversation? I sent you an invite, babe. Erica, baby, big up yourself. Come on up. What's up? Come on up. Let's talk about it. This is what I'm saying. I'm going to be blocking all you trolls because you're on follow back and you're saying a lot of nothing in the comments, and I invited you up and you don't want to come up. Big up yourself, Dominique. Come on up, let's have a conversation, let's talk about it. Hey, Alicia. This man was making threats about me on live, talking about what he's gonna do from what he's not gonna do. Yeah, but I will promise him, if he sees me anywhere, I won't even wait until he's right in front of me. I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm afraid. I'm afraid for my life. I'm very afraid for my life. Very afraid for my life. So I made sure to go to his page and ask him where does he want to meet me, right? Tell him to respond. All of you honest supporters that are in here on your little ghost account, because I saw you guys sending all these friend requests. I saw y'all freaks, okay? This is a dirty, disgusting freak that allegedly essayed his children, right? Specifically his daughter. And his moderator was also a pedo that abducted children, essayed them, and then, big up yourself, Frida, good to see you, baby, I hope you're doing well. And then literally, basically, what's the word? Kidnap or held hostage his stepchildren that he essayed, right? Yes, the mod's name, the mortician, he passed away. He made the news. He pew-pewed the police. Big up Funny Bone. Back in uni on Wednesday. Oh, I hope everything goes well for you, Trish. Hear me, Trish. Blood clot. I hope everything goes well for you, Tisha. Honestly. Hey, Hearts, how you doing, baby? This is him. These are his charges. I don't know if you can screenshot this to see what it says. Yes, but this is him. These are his charges. He literally abducted kids and everything. Big up Dina, thank you for the gifts. And they released him on bond. They released him on bonds. And he made the news because he pew-pewed a police officer. This is you see the guy called Trish? That's his moderator. Yes, the mod called the mortician. He abducted kids and essayed them. Love you too, Bree. He abducted kids and essayed them, right? And then he was released on bond. Can you imagine that? He abducted children and essayed them. And the judge let him out on bond. Let him out on bond. Then he and his wife, right? He and his wife essayed her children and his stepchildren. All these troll accounts that are coming in here to follow, I'm gonna block y'all. All you troll accounts coming in here to follow, to report, I'm gonna block y'all. Okay? Okay. There you go. This is the guy. This guy is passed away, but this is his moderator. Let me show you the moderator's name. This is his name. This account, several of his accounts have gone down, but hold on. Yeah, this is him. Teho Trish. He has several accounts. He too was accused by his stepdaughter, like his friend, for essaying them. Teho Trish. And you know why Ho is in his name? Because he's literally that. He walks the street selling his backside for pennies on the dollar to buy. Sniff, sniff, snort, snort, inject, inject. I'm not lying. It's like for real, for real. Big up yourself, Emma. I'm not even being funny. He does that. He says it on live. He says that, you know, he has to do it because that's the only way he can work. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. You can get a job. What about McDonald's? What about Popeyes? What about Chick-fil-A? They hire people like you. Every time you go to those establishments, it's freakazoids like you that are there. Okay? Cash in and all these other things, taking orders. You can get a job there. No, you want to sell your behind. Yes, he exposes himself on live, his naked genitals, his shriveled balls. Michael, baby, I see you. Exactly, hole for hole. Gaping. Jordan, they don't want to see the connection. Exactly, Aunt Lydia. They don't want to see the connection, but they know it's there. These men, love you too, Michael. Love you too, baby. These men are literally using the trans ideology to get to kids. The only reason, big up Serena, the only reason why they're advocating for trans youth and talking about trans youth should have bodily autonomy is because they're slowly trying to legalize P3DO activity. Don't you see the correlation? Think, people. Why would a group of people that, big up yourself, Ned, thank you. Why would a group of people that openly display themselves nude, genitals out, having orgies in the street, their whole identity about is who they bed, why would they be adamant to include kids in it if it's not so that they can bed the kids? Think about it, people. Use common sense. Why do you think a lot of the LGBT doesn't support the community anymore? Why do you think a lot of the LGBT support the community? Even some of the T's don't support it. Big ups to Blasian and Trish. Do you think they don't support it? Because they see the trajectory. They see the trajectory. They see where it's going. They see where the end game is. The live is about civil discourse and conversation. We don't tolerate transphobia, homophobia, or heterophobia. No hateful rhetoric, ideology, or behavior. No bigotry, bullying, or harassment will be tolerated. The live is for educational and entertainment purposes only. TikTok, nowhere on my platform do we tolerate homophobia, heterophobia, transphobia, or hate speech of any kind. Okay? No hateful rhetoric, ideology, or behavior. No bigotry, bullying, or hate will be tolerated. The live is for educational and entertainment purposes only. TikTok, these people are reporting my page because I am a transformer. I am a trans woman advocating for trans rights, and bigots and haters and homophobes and transphobes are reporting my live. For no reason. Stop reporting my lives, bigots. As you see, TikTok, I too am a trans woman. I have testicles and breastises. I don't tolerate hate or bigotry of any kind. My lives are for awareness of trans women and trans rights and LGBT rights. Eat my arse and belt, haters. Okay, so if you have anything to say in regards to Trish, Jose Dookie Covered, why would you name yourself Jose Dookie Covered? What the hell? Safi's sister, how you doing, my baby? Thank you, Andrea. Who's saying that, Emma? Mel? Who's saying 3-year-old can be trans? Who's saying that? Thank you guys for the gift so far. Can you guys help me to reach the live goal? Mel is a Mel has Munchausen by proxy. She's a horrible human being. She's evil, she's grotesque, and she's wicked. Okay? Yeah. So many spam accounts are in here. So many spam accounts are in here. The haters are literally seething. They're seething at the mouth. Why? Because we're making the rounds on Reddit. We're making the rounds of TikTok to have taken down 2 of these freaks. And they don't want our platform to grow. They're so filled with jealousy and hate. They're so filled with jealousy and hate. Could never be me. Come on now, if you guys want to come up. If you want to, since you guys are crying so hard, since this man's account got bananaed, why don't you come up and have a conversation? Come up, don't be shy. Come up, come up, come up. The box is open for you, lubed up with a little bit of feces spread right over it just the way you like. So just request, come up. Don't be shy, don't be shy. We're here for you. I care about you so much. Your feelings matter to me. Your feelings matter to me a lot. All right, so come on up. Let's have a conversation. Request, 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 request. It's so funny to me that they will talk the most shit. They will talk the most shit everywhere else, but they will never come to my lives. They will never get into the box. And when they get into the box, they're like, oh, listen to your farts. You're vile. Listen to what you say. Who gives a shit? I want to fart in your face. Blow your nose off. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Stop crying and bitching on Reddit. Every day you get up, you go to Reddit to put false information. I got you guys so weak in the knees. So weak in the knees. So weak in the knees. Can you imagine getting up every day, spending every waking moment bitching about me? Bitching about me every single day? I got y'all pressed. I got y'all so pressed. Get up in the box. Let's have a conversation. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get it. Come on, come on, come on. Trish, Trish is skirmish in human form. That's what he is. He's skirmish in human form. He's a vile, disgusting person. The fact that his stepkids or his children accused him of essaying them tells us all we need to know. The fact that he said that the little girl is crazy, right, in an attempt to dismiss, right, what he did to her, tells us all we need to know. The fact that his moderator and good friend was also a convicted pedo. tells us all we need to know. It does tell us all we need to know. And you have the audacity. You have the audacity to want to come and hear, right? And try to get my life taken down after I'm fighting against pedos. Huh? I'm fighting against pedos and you want to take me down. All the women on his platform talking about, she's evil. I can't believe she got your account taken down. Da 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 da. You're supporting a man that allegedly essayed his stepkids. That's what you're supporting. And you're trying to make me the bad guy for saying this is not right. For saying children should be protected at all bombaclad, at all cost from predators. You're more upset about the person that is willing to protect children than you are at the predator. Make it make sense. I tell you, you have lost your moral compass. Or better yet, you never had one to begin with. Y'all never had one to begin with, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that you're advocating and fighting for, right? He's dressed up as a baby, Sonia. Why? Because he wants kids. Big up yourself, Maura. He wants kids. Hey, Cindy. He wants the kids. Kenneth said it would be an honor. Kenneth said it would be an honor. Yeah. Choo Choo account is a hater. Big up yourself, Jeff. I wasn't watching the comments. I'm sorry. Hey, Anna. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Every. Batman, I see you. Damaris, I see you. I'm just going back over the comments. People have been telling me that Mandora is back on an alt account. But the moment we see him on there for ourselves that we can validify, it's on. It's on. Okay? It's on. No question about it. Big up yourself, Ash. Good to see you, baby. No problem, Ash. No problem, sweetie. And congratulations on your delivery. Your healthy baby. Somebody said that this is a she. Trish can't call in a favor to take me out. Tell him to come here so he can take me out. I message Trish. Tell Trish to respond to me. Tell Trish to respond to me. Mandor was on Tweeners Live last, Bobby. Tell him to come over here. Tell him to come. Exactly. Why would he send people to take me out? He needs to do it himself. Tell Trish that I said he needs to do it himself. And tell me where to meet him. Tell Trish don't send nobody to take me out. Tell him to do it himself. And tell him that I where to meet him. Tell him I said that. Hello? Somebody was going to join, but they rejected. The live is about civil discourse and conversation. Oh, Mandura was on Tweeners Live last night. Did you guys get a screenshot of the Belith Christie censored? Belith, you can come up and ask the question, sweetie. Exactly, kitty cat. He should do it himself. Oh, he was on. Send me, I need a photo of the account or the account name. Type the account name that he was on. Tweener needs to go too. Tweener's got to go. Tweener's platforming Mandora after what Mandora did. Okay? Tweener's got to go. We're going to call taken too.
Shanta, who is that man? Is that the person? Is that person?
This man is basically an accused pedo that was accused by his father and other kids, quote unquote, because I don't know the legitimacy of paternity. But he was accused of essaying them. He was also friend. Yes, I do talk about Lilitino, and I'm going to continue to talk about him. He was also friends with a convicted pedo who abducted kids and essayed them and was released on bond and then held his stepkids hostage that he and his wife, the mother to said kids, were essaying. And then the police got a wind of it and went to arrest him. And then he was in a pew out with the police and ultimately unalived himself.
Wait,
what a blood. Hold on, Charlie.
Yeah, no problem.
He went on his account. Oh no. He's gonna go. He's gonna go. His accounts are gonna go. His accounts are gonna go. Go ahead, Charlie.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about this specific person in this picture here? Is this the person?
This specific person was accused by his kids of essaying them, and he was also friends with a convicted pedo that was in a pew with police and ultimately was unalived because of said incident.
Wow. Birds of a feather flock together.
Exactly. So if you don't get the gist of what I'm saying, for those of you in the audience, this man was accused by his children of essaying them, right? His moderator and good friend, toolmaker, was released on bonds after he abducted and essayed children or child. This man knew about it and prohibited anybody from talking about toolmaker, right, when the allegations first made light. That person violated the bonds of his release, that is toolmaker, the convicted pedo. Exactly, Zam, that's what I was thinking too. The person was out on bond, held captive his stepchildren that he also essayed, and was in an altercation with the police that involved pew, hollow points, right? Whatever, try to read between the lines, and allegedly unalived himself. And this man knew that the man toolmaker was a pedo. And he and him were friends. And toolmaker went to his home to deliver furniture.
That's madness. And then I hear Mandora is back on the app and Vanessa had him on her live. What's Vanessa's name on here? Tweena?
Yeah, she's got to go too.
Yeah, she had to go. She had to go.
Person, Tammy McCarthy, I'm going to block your account because you seem like a troll account. Where did you come from? Tammy, where did you come from? Who are you?
The fact that Vanessa would have that man on her account.
Exactly, speaks volume. But listen to what she bumbleclad.
What she do?
Listen to what she calls herself, tweener. She calls herself tweener. So that alone should tell us the mindset that she has.
I can tell
right?
something is wrong. Something is wrong there. I can tell something is wrong with Tweena. She talks about BPD.
And the fact that Mel who literally said that she didn't know what Mandora was doing and that she doesn't support it, and she was on the panel with Mandora.
Mandora was in her house. And Mandora was in her house?
Yes, around her kids. Jade, how old are you?
I'm 43.
How can I help you?
Oh, I just wanted to come up and say hello. I've seen your lives before, and I just joined in. So, would you mind giving like a little recap of what you're talking about and these kind of distressing pictures?
The picture, I don't know what makes Chrissy. This man, Trish, I'm sure you're familiar with him. He was accused by his stepchildren of SA, right? He was also friends with Toolmaker, who was released on bond after he essayed children, abducted them and essayed them. Toolmaker, right, was barred from being spoken about on Trish's live. So Trish knew about the allegations and persons wanted to speak on it, and Trish would forbid people from speaking on it in his lives. Ultimately, Toolmaker, who is friends with Trish because he visited Trish and delivered furniture that he made for Trish. Toolmaker violated the what's the word? Violated the terms of his bond, right? And basically held captive his stepchildren that he essayed, right? Along with the mother of said children, because there's a whole news report about it, right? On CBS. He abducted those kids, not really, he held them captive, and that violated his bond, right? His probation. And went into a pew out with the police because the police came to arrest him. And ultimately, he allegedly unalived himself. Trish still defends that man, that convicted pedo.
Wow, that's crazy. So, thank you, Chantal, for saying that. Is it safe to say that this person is an American? And if they are, like, what state are they from?
Yes, he is an American. I think he's in Kansas. Is he in Kansas, guys? Where is he?
I heard Portland and Washington.
Portland and Washington.
I'm not sure. I've always seen him, but I have always been curious because this is the first time I've seen him out of his costume with the
Portland, Oregon.
yeah.
Wow, that's a really crazy story, and it's actually frightening. And I mean, you know, like you're on this platform doing what you do, Chantal. You're always advocating. Like, trust me, I understand where you're coming from. And if you're so, correct me if I'm wrong. You said that this person, there was like they unalived themselves. Is that what you're saying?
No, not him. This is the person who unalived himself. This allegedly unalived himself because the news report said they weren't sure if he was unalived because of the SWAT or self-unaliving. But when the SWAT went in there, he was unresponsive. So I'm thinking that he took the easy way out, in my opinion. But the news did not give full detail. But this is him. His user was Toolmaker on this app. He was the main moderator for the person that I had up prior. This is him.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Shanta. And if I may, and sorry for barging in and like, you know, cutting people off. I do apologize. So this picture that you have up now, someone who looks like a caveman, is that the same person in the other picture?
No, it's not the same person, but they were friends.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now. I understand. Yeah, I get you. Based on what you're saying, and I'm just going by what you're saying, that's a very sick, twisted story. That's terrible.
It is very sick and twisted. And it's not my word, it's the police. See right there, it was on Fox, it was on CBS. He literally was in a pew out with the police. He shot a police 3 times, once in the neck, one grazed his neck, one in the lower back, and one in the shoulder. Right? So he was literally, there were SWATs everywhere surrounding the house. You can literally look it up on YouTube. You can see it on CBS, Fox News. It was insane to think that this was a person that was on TikTok. Right?
That's crazy.
Advocating for trans youths, just like Trisha was advocating for trans youths and all these other things. Yeah. But
That's
ultimately, he
why.
had sinister intentions.
Correct. Yeah, it's this the sinisterness of it. Yeah, I agree with you. That's twisted. You know, so dare I say it, like in the States, like I'm Canadian, just to let everyone know. Like Canada has like what 38 million people. The States has over 350,000 citizens. That's too many people. Too many screwed up situations.
326.8 million people. That's how many people in the States. 326.8 million people.
There you go. There you go, Charlie.
And half of that population are female, and they have no say.
All the rights of women are being taken away in the States and Canada. It's
And
actually
in
the opposite. It's
Australia,
celebrated.
it's horrible in Australia, since that man was just able to win a case against um, that app that was female only, because in law he is legally a female. So in my state, Jade, my husband right now, if he wishes, let me see what time it is. So he'll have to wait till 8:30 in the morning. He can drive 20 minutes to the Social Security office, pay $40, and be a female and have all the rights such as myself. He doesn't have to be a trans woman. My husband could just pay $40, and if he wants a copy of his birth certificate of being a female, he just needs to pay an extra $15. But $40 would give my husband, a full-blown man, my rights. He doesn't have to be a trans woman. He doesn't have to. That's his right as a male in society to have access to quote unquote womanhood, quote unquote being female in law. $40 in New York State.
That doesn't surprise me. And you know what? It's so unfortunate because that's like the bureaucracy and the patriarchy, I got to say, just allowing stuff like that to happen so quickly and so abruptly to literally take away rights for actual like women,
Yeah, that's why I tell
adults,
people look
human
up your
females.
state. I always tell people look up your state. People don't know this, but you don't need to be a trans woman to be female in law. You just need to be male, and it's your right. It's your right to go and pay whatever the amount. In mine, it's $40.
Yeah, and Charlie, I gotta say too as well. So it's funny you talked about. Well, it's not funny. You had mentioned that
Hold on,
situation
guys. Hold on.
in
I need to
Australia.
get this person's age. Hold on. New guest, how old are you for TikTok purposes?
I'm 25.
How can I help you?
I don't. I'm gonna actually. How do I get out of this? Because I want to listen to. Because I don't think we're. I came on here for the right reason. Because I need to listen to more what you're talking about before I join. Because I don't know what you guys are talking about at the moment. So I
Oh,
apologize
do
about
you
that.
think that? No problem. Do you think trans women are women though?
Um, it's difficult for me, but I'm watching podcasts more and more, so it's more of a gender thing more than a biological thing, is what I'm hearing most of the time.
So basically, you think that they're men, so you're trying to allow yourself to be deluded and think that they're women.
Um, Sorry, one more time. What was that?
Yeah, they're men. They're men.
Yes, they are men, but their gender makes them, their
Yeah, their
ideology about
gender make them
themselves are
men.
women.
Yeah, their gender makes them men. A man is an adult human male. So if you're an adult human male, you're a man. Gender
Okay,
is
so
male or female.
so you don't think that transgender women are women?
There's no such thing called a trans woman. I think it's men who are mentally unwell that want to,
Okay, then yeah, we're on the same page then. Okay, but I was watching another live and she was explaining how gender,
you know, the boys never wanted. This is what I like the boy. Oh, but why were you afraid to say that?
because I didn't know what the topic of conversation you guys were
Never
having
be
because I didn't
afraid to
listen.
say the truth, man. Never be afraid to say the truth. They are
Okay,
men. They're just men who don't like the fact that they're gay. So they rather cover it up by saying, oh, I'm a woman.
so when you
And
say
they're
that they're
different.
not mentally ill, I looked up the mentally ill like
They
definition,
are
and
mentally ill.
it's a condition that affects a person's thinking, feeling, behavior, or mood that often impacts their ability to function in a daily life. So like you're uncomfortable in your own body, so you're thinking that changing your gender or whatever is going to change everything and move your life around. So I personally think that's
It is a
mental
mental
disorder.
health. That's why it's in the
Okay.
DSM-5. Gender dysphoria. They had to give it a label so that it can be, a science, some sort of science behind it. So they put it in the DSM-5 to say that it's a mental disorder. They verbally say, "Oh, it's not a mental illness," da 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 da, but it's still in the DSM-5. It's been in the DSM. Any
So
kind of
and
separation from reality is a mental disorder.
so there's another podcast that I was just on, and she said that kids should be able to be trans, and her reasoning behind that is because she's trans herself, and she said, well, she was once a child, so she was a trans child, and I don't agree with that. Me personally, when I was in elementary school, middle school, I didn't think once about changing my gender. I don't think none of my other peers thought about it. But now that it's such a big issue and it's affecting children, I think it makes them question it when I don't think that's right.
It's being forced onto kids. The fact of the matter
Yes.
is, if a child doesn't learn about something, they won't know. It's the same with a child being essayed. They might, what's the word? Enact the abuse that they're undergoing, right? They might do it with the
Mhm.
other kids as well, right? So if you teach a child that a man can be a woman can be a man, that's the thought. That's the thought bumbleclad. That's the mindset that they're gonna have. That's the
Yeah,
mindset that they have.
and because I seen someone in your comments said I came from Tweeners Live, and that's who I did come from. And she's saying that there were no books in schools that talk about trans, but I literally have three, and then I have a YouTube segment where there's a kid that went in front of the school board and read like 20 seconds worth of a page of how they were undressing each other and doing sexual acts, and he looks like he's in fifth grade, and so I wanted to get on her live to be able to show her that clip, and because I don't know, I
Listen,
came
there
into
are
a
more than
reasonable
three.
live.
There
She
are more.
won't let you.
She would.
She wouldn't let you. She blocks people like you or myself or anybody who comes on there with any sort of fact. She's just getting money. Like she says, "Oh, kick people for X, Y, and Z money." And to me, if I am truly in the belief of something, I won't be basing it on money. Vanessa is not well, and she has no evidence. And I'm glad that you can think for yourself. You're understanding.
Sorry, it's echoing very bad.
Is that me now?
Safi, I think you have an echo.
You might want to drop and come.
Okay, let me drop and come back. I'll be back though now.
No problem, Safi. Yeah,
Shanta, if I just may interject here for a moment, I know myself and amazing welcome new guest, Charlie. You and I were talking about that trans person in Australia who joined that app, and pretty much like injected themselves into this woman space, right? We were talking about that, right?
Roxy Tickle. His name is actually Jason Glenard Tickle. But yeah, he went into this app that was supposed to be female only, and it was for a multitude of things. Say if you have a daughter who is in college and she is looking for a roommate for her space and she wants it to be female only, that was what it was going to be used for. And this man, because in law, males can change their smacks based on paying whatever money. In Ireland, I believe it's 20 pounds. No, somebody said 15 pounds. So, and as I said, in my state, it's $40. I'm in New York. So,
Exactly. Yeah. The
so
bureaucracy of
he
it,
was
right? Yeah.
able to win indirect discrimination because indirectly he was discriminated against, I guess, because in law he is legally a female, even though he is not what we know a female to be.
Correct. Yes.
So,
And if I just may, like, that's definitely like the whole crux of it. And I just have to point this out. And I feel that in this situation, I mean, like all news makes news type thing, right? We talked about how many Americans there are. Australians, there's what, 23 million? Very small population. And once again, like I don't know, just in my 43 years of life, like it's all about like, are you Western? Are you European? Where are you from? What's the GDP of your country? Like, what's your population? Like, all these things factor into all this BS that plays out.
Yeah, like it is sad, and what's even more sad is that women and girls are not allowed to say anything. You could look at other countries. You could look at right now the Taliban and what they're doing in Afghanistan. Women cannot sing outside, sing outside of their homes. And we need to look back, because in the 70s, these women were roaming around just like us, free as can be, doing whatever they want. And right now, women cannot even sing outside their homes, talk outside their homes. And if you look up, I'm going to put it on one of my, I have multiple accounts because they report them all, but I'm going to put it up. International Amnesty, Amnesty International, which is supposed to be protecting the rights, human rights of people, have up on their official website that the women in Afghanistan are being persecuted based on identifying as women. Do you understand how harmful that is? Seeing that the women in Afghanistan are being identified
everything.
as women instead of just being female, because that's what they're being oppressed on. They're smacks.
And isn't that crazy, right? Too, like you saying all that, and honestly, I was unaware of that, and it just adds to this this dark cloud of things that are being like pushed, and the rhetoric amongst the things we really should be focusing on. It's really sad.
It is, and I always say in Western society, it is just getting even worse, because it's no different. Because in Australia, we just saw that women cannot be in a space without males being able to access it, and Canada is the same. And in America, because there's so many different states, it's different in every state. But in my state, a man, as I said, can pay $40 and have access to my rights, but there is no longer any same-sex spaces that women can have to protect themselves from the oppressive class. And
Correct. Yeah, correct. And thank you for highlighting that. And I know we'll let the other guest that dropped and came back. I'm sorry for ranting. Charlie, the last thing I got to say here, and I'll just mute after this. Yeah, Canada, like, we're a very liberal type of country. Our election's coming up October next year. I have a feeling it's going to sway to more of a conservative type of realm. That's fine. Canada does need a change. I will say, though, like, I do find that there's this misconception about what Canada as a whole is truly doing regarding these issues of transgenderism and, leave kids alone and all that stuff, right? The thing is here within Canada, people think we're like, communist type thing. Sorry, did I say the wrong word? Okay, anyway, like the C word, we're not. The thing is, the way our government is set up, each province in the country of Canada has the right and dictation to enact pretty much any law.
Jade, are you a drag queen?
I've been a drag queen for 22 plus years. Yes.
Okay, so you don't agree with the ideology. You realize, that you are a man that just likes to put on women's clothing for entertainment purposes solely, right?
Yeah, and I've done it for 22 years.
Oh, okay. Well, have you ever held a live getting your people in order? Because they're all drag queens as well. It's no such thing of nothing.
I always get my people in order. Yes,
Yeah, well,
thank
I've
you.
never
I
seen
get them in
you
order,
live,
and
and
guess
I've
what?
been
That's
on
why
here
I'm
for
so on. Like,
many
I
years.
guess already.
So when
there's
are you
someone-
going to do one so I can follow you and support you? When are you going to get these men that are dressing just like you? Because that's all they are drag queens. You need to understand it. Now
Well,
they're
they're
saying
more
they're
than drag
biological
queens.
women.
We've talked
There's
about
no
it. They're drag
differentiation
queens,
between
trans
you.
people.
There's no
No,
differentiation
babes.
between
I'm not
what
going to
you're
get
doing and what they're
steamrolled.
doing.
Have the
Listen.
day you deserve.
No, you have the
Love
absolute day you
you.
deserve as
God
well. But I just
loves
asked you
you.
a question and you got really defensive.
Why did
No
he
need for
leave?
that.
Like, why did he leave? I really wanted him to engage with you, Safi, because that is something I also
Yeah, no,
wanted
because
to bring up.
I know the wickedness. I can feel it in my soul, right?
Yeah.
He's the same person up on here saying Shantae is right about everything she's saying. but would be the same man that would dress up looking like us and spread wide ego in a kindergarten.
Right. That's
And
what I
so
really wanted.
when I get the opportunity to see him up here, I like to ask things. And obviously, out of everything, he stayed up here for the whole time. But nobody wants to answer the hard questions, right? Because see, every time they come up on here, they say, "Look, me, I belong in the women's restroom. It's them." That's the mindset. Because I took psychology for many years, I understand. I'm listening to what he's saying the whole time. Like, why wouldn't he say he should come back up and answer my question? Is it okay that you drag queens spread eagle for babies? Let's go.
He speaks out against it. They don't like him. His own community hates him. He's known on the app. They hate him like a poison.
I
He
agree.
out against it. He does. He does. You gotta give to Caesar what is due to Caesar. He speaks out against it. Yeah, and they hate him. They say he's a pick me. Da 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 da. Yeah.
Shanta,
Can I
can I
ask
say
this?
one
But
thing?
I can't believe he ran. I wish he would have just stayed and engaged. I would have loved to just have like a conversation.
Shanta, can I say one thing? Because people in the comment section is like, oh, Envy will be mad at me or whatever. I just want to say that first and foremost, I am
Why are
West
they mad at
Indian.
you?
Yeah, because they're saying, oh, Charlie is on everybody's platform. And I want to say first and foremost, I am West Indian, meaning I am from the Caribbean. My main focus is protecting women. So somebody's like, oh, somebody will be mad at you. I don't care. My main focus is getting this out. And Shanta is from, Shanta is Jamaican, and I am from the Caribbean, and I do not want this to infiltrate the Caribbean because I know how susceptible women and girls are in the Caribbean. So if I can get on platforms with my own people within my culture who understand my culture and understand
But listen, Charlie, you saying if you could get on live with your own people, right? But you over there with Christy, and she called your own Caribbean people an N-word and a black B-word, right?
I didn't
And all
hear
of
that.
them
If you
said
can
that.
send it to
All
me,
no,
Safi,
hold on.
This is a problem. This is a
talked
problem.
enough.
This is a
You talked
problem.
enough while you sitting
Because
there on her live. You the same monkey that Shantae was. Don't
Oh,
you
wait,
forget
hold
that.
on.
You
Hold on.
understand that?
hold on,
No,
let
hold
me
on. Don't act like you
Can
knew.
you provide
You
that
done
to
heard
me?
that now.
hold
You
on,
done heard
hold
that. I'm
on.
sick of y'all coming up in here in the name of the Caribbean and over there on Christy's live
Wait.
while
Hold
she
up.
disrespected the
Hold up,
boss.
hold up,
I'm
hold
tired
up.
about that. Ain't no
Is
excuses. Oh,
Shanta,
she for the
wait,
cause. She ain't for no
is
cause.
Shanta,
Did you hear that she
Shanta feels
glued?
disrespect?
Did you hear that
Does
she
Shanta feel
glued me
Hold
disrespected?
on.
to children's
Hold on.
dresses? Fuck out of here.
Hold on. So you
Sorry.
don't believe that she called me a black bitch, Charlie?
No, I said if you could provide me that she called you a black bitch, I would stop
Oh,
talking to
you
her.
want the providing. So what about Grandma Kim who called us N-words with a hard ER?
I don't
You
know
want
who
evidence of
Grandma
that?
Kim is.
Oh, what about Coddyfish who called me a flatback silverback and raw reel?
Who cuttlefish call you a flatback what?
A flatback silverback and raw reel too.
Is it insult going back and forth? Is it insults based on your race and your nationality?
Oh, if it's insult going back and forth, then it's justified for him to use racism.
How is it racism, Shanta?
Oh, you don't think it's racism to call a black woman a silverback?
I don't know what as. Oh, you talking about the gorilla? Did he call you that? Send it to me, Shanta. Wait,
so you're
hold on.
saying,
Send
hold on.
it
I
to
just
me.
need,
Send
hold
it to me.
on. One second. So you're saying as long as it's back and forth, it's okay for somebody to use
No, that's not what
racial
I
epithet.
said. I didn't understand the insult. That's why I'm asking you what the insult was. If the insult is based in racism, then I will not associate with people who are sending racist insults.
No. Listen, I don't care who you associate with. People have been saying that you go over there, this, that, and I still follow you because that's not really my business. I don't care who
Because
anybody.
I don't get into the issues. But if it is based on racism, I will not follow them.
Listen, darling. I don't care who you follow. Honestly, from my heart, I don't really care. You notice I allowed you to come up here? I think even on one of my other accounts, I follow you. Right?
Yeah,
I don't
we
really
follow each other in different accounts.
Yeah, because I don't really care, to be honest with you. But that statement right now, when you said if it was an insult pertaining to race back and forth, that's where I'm going to have a little bit of problem.
Well,
right?
is it
Because
an insult based on race? Did you hear the end of my statement? If it's an insult based on race, I
yeah,
will not
that's what I
follow
just said.
anybody
I
based
mean,
on race. Well, right.
a flatback, silverback gorilla.
That's what I say. I didn't understand the insult, and now that you explain the insult, when I ask a clarification, if it's based on being a silverback gorilla, then we have a problem because I will
Also,
never fault somebody who is basing things on race.
so I look like a flatback, silverback
No,
gorilla
you
outside
don't.
of
I
town.
don't know
Well,
what
what
you
did
look
you
like.
say
No,
though? Because
no,
I
I
mean,
don't
you're
know.
making it seem
Yeah.
like this person attacked you, but you didn't even say what you had said. This seemed like
And
an
nobody
argument.
asked you nothing, Max. Shut your ass up.
You've been
Yeah,
talking for
man,
the
You
longest
understand?
time, and you really
No
haven't been saying
problem.
anything of
We'll just wait
substance.
until you're
Yeah.
ready. Shantae's
But
having a conversation right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Sorry,
if
boss.
right.
it's something that is based on race, then yes, we will not.
Oh,
I can't associate with people who are basing
so
insults based on race.
why else would a white man call a black woman a flatback, silverback gorilla?
I did not, Shanta. I did not know he called you a flatback silver. That's why I just asked you for clarification. I didn't know none of this. Remember, I am not on here listening to people's lives. I hop in lives, I answer things, and the reason why I don't get in between is because I literally do not like to get in between things when it comes to like little mitigation stuff. But if it is
I
something
don't
that is
really care
based on
about what anybody.
racism,
I don't care what nobody gets into. That's not my business. But I wouldn't have any reason to lie on these people because it's not going to put money in my pocket. It's not going to make my ass get fatter. It's not going to benefit me anyway at all. All right. I paid 20 plus 100 on mortgage, and then I pay 35 JMD. That's like what, 300. Then I pay 38. That's like 350 or 320. And me lying on any of these people is not going to benefit me at all.
I didn't say you lied.
This is something. No, it's okay. It's okay. I didn't say you lied. I didn't say you lied either, or you said I lied. But I'm just saying, me lying on them will never benefit me. So I have no reason to do that. Everybody saw it play out online. Their whole narrative against me was based on race. That's all it was, because they're saying that I'm vile, I'm a bully, but everybody else copies me and copies everything that I do. Everybody else that speaks on this, they just regurgitate everything that they've heard me say.
Big lie, I
They
have been
follow.
on panels where I say that that is just how we speak in terms of how we, because I could talk just like Trinity, I talk in a certain manner just to get my point across, but I have never been on a panel where I say, oh, when you say certain things, I was like, no, never, because this is just how we speak. But
Yeah,
to
but
me,
I don't, just to answer your question, they come up here calling me third world country. Everybody from Crystal Live, they came up here using N-words. We have it on recording. It played out right here. Christy Raid, N-word, N-word. Everybody side. So I'm flabbergasted that even though we have you in on a live addressing it, you're saying that you didn't know about it. So I
because
don't
I'm
know.
not on here, Christy. I'm hear me, Christy, Shanta. I'm not on here like that. I'm not on here like that. So that's why I'm telling
When
you,
it,
I don't like to get
when it
in.
just happened, people sent me like a recording. I'm sure Jen can resend it where you were in the comments like confronting Christy about it.
Can I
So
ask
I
who's
don't know.
Christy's
That's what I say. I
profile
will
is?
ask.
For
I
you to
want to
say,
ask. I will not associate with people who use racism to get their points across because
but it was
racism will
all
never
over.
have a
Everybody
podium.
saw it. A lot of people who unfollowed me refollowed and apologized after the fact. So everybody side. Third world country.
I
What
always say
monkey?
I'm from a third world country.
Ratchet. Yeah, I'm from a third world country. It is what it is. I'm not really, but these are racial epithets, right? That's all I can say. There's never a warrant for racial slurs to be used. If I'm going to insult you, insult me back. Why does race have to get into it other than the fact that you are racist? That's it. There's no if, buts, or maybes about it. There's no
Can I
if, buts,
ask
or maybes.
whose profile are you talking, Chrissy? Who? Because I just want to look up.
It's an older Caucasian woman with wrinkled skin.
Oh no, and she said that to you. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and not
Yeah,
only that,
they
what
said
she
word.
did to Mike. What she did to Mike as well. You see?
Exactly. That's why I'm flabbergasted that, but I don't tell anybody who to follow because it's not my business. I've never once said asked anybody if you follow this person, you can't follow me. And people have sent me clips, and I'm like, that's not really my business. And some of them, even before they send it, they're like, I know you don't really care, but I just thought you needed to know. I literally, they know I don't really care. But there are certain things that I personally cannot accept just because certain things are my bottom line. You know what I mean? What she did to Mike was just disgusting. The fact that they willingly lied on Mike, even the photo, you can see it will look like
I was here for the mic thing.
Photoshop. It was Photoshop. But you weren't here when they called me a silverback?
No, I wasn't. Honestly, I wasn't. I don't have any reason to lie. Nobody know who I is. I could literally, I'm being very honest. I have no reason to lie. That's why I'm asking you. If anybody has anything that says otherwise, then it would confirm to me. But my whole point.
So you don't know what she did to Mike either?
Safi, I
So,
literally.
so on those days you were off, but you're always on that panel. But those particular days you were off, you don't have no idea about everybody that you talked to been talking about it. You ain't got no idea. That's what you're saying?
Safi, do you want me to answer you, or do you want to make things up and conclude
I want
for
you to
yourself?
answer me yes or no.
Well, I literally said, if you were listening,
No.
that I was here for
Did you see the thing about Mike
so you don't wanna
specifically?
hear. Okay.
No. Charlie, listen to me, please. I'm asking you specifically, did you see anything about Mike?
I literally said I was here for the entire Mike thing. I was literally on
You
this
see
platform
how she
watching
won't
this.
answer the question?
I am answering. Is she
No,
not?
I said yes or no, Charlie.
I said yes, and I'm giving
Okay.
detail. Why
So,
don't
and
you?
still with and still what she did to Mike, it wasn't enough for you, right? It was like, oh well, those are just like Americans, but they look like you, right? Because we are black folks, right? You are too.
Safi, I am
You are too.
American. I'm so
Oh,
confused.
you are American. Okay, so you didn't feel nothing by what you saw, how she Emmett Tilled that man? You didn't feel nothing. Exactly.
I would not.
Exactly.
No, Safi, I would not associate it with Emmett Till. I won't.
Listen, why?
I wouldn't
Why?
associate that
She
with Emmett
set up
Till.
a black
Would
man
you?
to say he did egregious acts with babies, right? A white woman. Ain't that the same thing that happened to Emmett Till? Do you understand that if this was true, I would have been sent people over there to see him? Do you understand? It's not just me. It's even bikers that would have made sure that they got him and did hung him. I would have made sure it happened. Oh, my mama, rest in peace. You understand me? I promise you I would, because that's me. You see? So you're saying you didn't feel nothing?
Safi,
That's
didn't a black
exactly what
woman
she
do
did.
that to you too? Like,
What'd
come
you
on,
say?
man.
What'd you say?
Like, you were here.
What did you say?
Were on here with Star. What?
No, it doesn't matter. Star is large, and that's
What
the
did
bottom
she do
line.
to
There's
Star?
nothing else needs to be
Hold
talked
on,
about.
Sophie. Hold on. What did she
Yes,
do to
ma'am.
Star? Star literally gave.
I didn't
Called
say
the
anything to do with
police.
Star.
What did she do to Star?
I didn't say she do anything to Star.
No, but you said something about a black woman and like making a correlation between the two. Star was the one who did the same thing that they did to Mike to Safi. Star literally put Safi's address in a Discord, right? Literally put Safi's address in a Discord, and then she called the police on Safi, telling them that Safi has a pew pew, and she said she was gonna pew pew her in the brain. And the police came in, pew pews ready. And Safi has a teenage son. We know the implications of that as black people. We know. So what did Safi do? Safi didn't do anything. And Safi was right about Star. Star was going back to Cuttlefish and telling them all kind of things. Friends with them the whole time, being here, asking people for their phone number, all these things, and giving them back information. Sending screenshot of out of the Discord that she was talking shit about people too. So Safi was right. This is what I don't understand. Why people have like this morphed sense of justice and morality. I don't understand it. The facts are, I'm not telling you who to follow, because that's not really my business. You can come here anytime. I'll still put you up because I don't really care. But I don't like when people, right, behave like.
I didn't say Safi did anything, by the way.
Yeah, sure. I don't like when people behave like snakes. Anybody, ACP, anybody can support whoever they want. That's not my, honestly to God, on my son. I don't really care. A lot of people used to talk shit about me over there, and they came in my inbox apologizing, right? Apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw it now. I realized.
I'm not about all the dramatics. I'm not about all the anything that is going in. But if somebody is being racist, I cannot follow them. That is all, because that goes against my
Racist. Even conservatives that said that I was a little bit too much. I have the screenshots. I can blur out their names.
That is what
Their
I'm
username,
telling
and I
you,
can send it to you.
Shanta. I'm not here and in the circles for you guys to be like, but don't you know? Don't you know? I don't.
I don't really care. Oh my God.
Right. That's why I say you don't care. I don't care. But Safi does.
Yeah, Safia's all right too.
I definitely care when I see you up there with the enemy. You know, you the same black bitch that Shantae and I am. Did you know that?
What?
You heard what I said. I said you're
Repeat
the same.
it again.
I said you're the same black bitch Shantae and I was. You understand?
Honey.
And ain't nothing you gonna say gonna ever change.
I don't care,
that.
Safi. I
Ain't
don't
nothing
care.
you gonna never say gonna
care,
ever
Safi,
change that. So you
because
stay
I don't
over there
care.
with them people.
He
Is
did
that the
say.
boss talking?
Yes, but I don't have any reason. The same way that
Safi,
they
if
go
you
into
think I'm a
people's
black
discourse.
bitch, why do you care? Like, I am here doing
You
something
see
that has
how
nothing
she
to
didn't
do
understand
with
what
you.
I said, but she was highly offended. You
But
see that?
everybody else
Yes, because you call
understood.
me a black bitch, Safi.
She's saying that if
Never in my
Christy
life
called
have
me
I been
that,
called
she
a
thinks
black
the
bitch,
same way about
Safi.
you. She's saying, and don't act up to you, Charlie. She's saying that if Christy called me that, it's the same way she feels about you and Safi. That's all Safi's saying. We can ask the audience, and they will say that's exactly what Safi meant. So you taking it out of context and make it seem as if Safi's calling you
Safi
specifically a black
literally
bitch.
called me a black bitch, Shanta.
Oh my God. Let's ask the audience.
Didn't Safi just call me a black bitch
He
twice?
said you are the same black bitch that Shantae
Right,
is.
so she called me a
So
black
what
bitch.
does that mean? What does she mean by that, Charlie?
Ask her. She's right there.
All right, Charlie. Thank you so much for your time. Take care of yourself. All the best. I don't want all the drama coming back. I don't want all the drama because you can understand what Safi's saying. All Safi's saying is that if she calls Shantae that, that's the same thing she thinks about me, and that's the same thing she thinks about you. But everybody on TikTok knew about this. Everybody on TikTok, when you see men who identify as trans that hate me to the core, literally hate me to the core, right? When you see men who identify as trans who hate me to the core, message me and say, Shantae, this is really about you, your race. This is literally about your race. I don't like you because you say some stuff that I don't like pertaining to my identity, but the way that they spoke about you left a bad taste in my mouth. I have the messages. I literally have the messages. Conservative that I haven't spoken to in years. Message me. I'm sorry. Right? Because I was listening to what they were saying, but listening to them on live, it literally made me feel some type of way. Everybody knew. It was all over TikTok. Even people who hate me to the core spoke up about it. Get Santa. Gay Santa, who doesn't like me. Gay Santa doesn't support me, doesn't like me, made a video about it.
Shantae,
Gay Santa made a whole video. Go ahead, Safi.
I just want you to not forget the one person that you've been cleaning up for a long time. Atlantic Brunette even came in here and said, when Shantae, and I don't care what anybody says about that mentally ill man, he said, when Shantae, everybody was supporting you. I'm going to go on mute.
Exactly. Even the men in frocks came up supporting me because they saw what it was. It was it was not. They want to say, oh, she's hateful, but you copy me. You've been copying everything that I've been saying for the past 4 years I've been on this app, ever since you came into contact with me. You've literally made me your whole personality. But I'm vile, I'm this, but you say the same thing that I say verbatim. You don't even try to change it up, fix it up. So it was never about what the things that I've said. It was that a black woman was saying it. And how dare you not want to be friends with me, you black biatch? How dare you talk to us like that, you black biatch? Even Raw Real. Raw Real is a blatant racist. He called me third world country, silverback gorilla. He said all these things. It wasn't a secret. They came up here literally being racist. Literally, even the hard ER. Everybody knew about it. So for you not to know, I just exactly true is objective. A lot of you were on the fence. A lot of you, I know because I got clips. A lot of you were on the fence. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, remember you were support. I'm not really. If Safi never brought this up, I wouldn't have because I really don't care. Big up yourself, Red Dog. But I just don't like snake-like behavior. That's the only thing that will.
Do you think I'm a snake,
Big up
Shanta?
yourself, Molana. Pardon?
Do you think I'm a snake?
No, I think that you display snake-like behavior. When you said that you didn't know or said that if I have proof of that, insinuated that I would somehow lie about her calling me
I
that.
asked everybody for proof though, Shanta. And the thing is, it's not that I feel like we have different goals in sight. I just don't like to get into the drama. Somebody is being racist, and
So
I am
you're saying
black.
that my goal is to create drama. When is
No,
it my
that's
goal?
not what I'm saying, Shanta. That's
what
not
do
what
you
I'm
mean
saying.
that
If
we
I
have
wanted to
different
say
goals?
that, I would have just say that.
Yeah, what do you mean we have different goals and your goal is not to
I
get into
said
the drama?
my goal in sight is in terms of getting information out there of the lies that's
Yeah,
being
that's all I've been
perpetuated on
doing
this
for the
app.
past 4
And
years.
that's why I still
That's
come on
all
your
I've been
platform.
doing.
That's why I
That's
still
all I've been doing
engage.
for the past 4 years. I don't make drama. When I put up people in the background, it's pedophiles or people that I think are acting nefarious online. I never give a shit about these people. These people came
Right.
to my lives, even though my life is being streamed by them. They create whole Reddits about me. I'm here minding my business.
I don't want Reddit created about me. I don't want my address on there. I don't want my children's
My
faces
address
on
isn't on
there. I
Reddit.
don't want anything to do with
My
anything.
address,
I
my
come up
address
here to
isn't on
discuss the
Reddit.
topics.
So you would rather just play along with them because you don't want them to attack you.
Play along with what though? That's what I'm telling you. I don't think you guys can estimate how and where I am on this app or the places that I navigate. I think you
Listen,
are
all right,
believing that I am
let me
on
tell
this
you
app in
something.
like a deep.
I don't really think about you, Charlie. I'm gonna be honest with you. What I will
Right, that's
ask
why I say we don't think about it. That's why I hop on everybody's panel. I'm all over this app. I'm on everybody's panel.
This is the first time I'm going to say this. You can go to their panel. Don't come back to mine.
Okay, no problem. Unfollow me. I don't care. I don't care.
No,
I'm
not
for the
following you on this
Caribbean.
account.
I'm for the Caribbean and not being in the Caribbean. That's all. People
Yeah,
get like feelings hurt over little things I
I
don't
don't
want to
my
be a
feelings
part
aren't
of.
hurt. I don't care about
Hold on.
Let Trinity say
May I
I
say this?
yeah.
May I say this?
Oh, my feelings
Charlie,
hurt. This
Charlie,
woman
aren't you
thinks that I
from the
care about her
Caribbean?
being friends with Christy or whatever. They've been sending me clips and I've
Guys,
been
this
following
is
you.
the
I don't care.
internet.
Shantae,
I don't
But
care what kind of
Charlie,
feelings is gonna be hurt.
Yeah,
but
Trinity.
Charlie, you are from the Caribbean, just like me and
This
Shanta,
woman
and
thinks I care
you
about
have
her.
no
Oh my
idea the
God.
shit Christy talks about, what Christy says, or what Cuttlefish, all of them talk about and say about us from the Caribbean. They call us poor, broke, third world country. They call us dirty.
So
They call us
Trinity,
all
that
these
is
sets
why
of
I
names.
have been saying Trinity, pass it in my inbox. As I say, send me these things. And I say nobody can lie, but if nobody could send it to me, if I don't see it for myself, I'm not gonna believe things blindly. Just like Trinity, I'm not gonna believe if somebody says Shanta, say something about so X, Y, and Z. Show me. Show me.
Anything I say, I can back it up because I'm not
That's why I
gonna
say
lie.
I just
But
say
you do,
show
but
me.
yes, but
Me
you
I'm gonna
do,
be
but
on
you
this
do,
app
but
balling
yeah,
or me want to
but
get
Charlie.
Are hurt.
Yeah, but Charlie, I get what you're saying. You want proof, but
But
at the end of
Trinity
the
me
day,
again,
you
and no
have to
sit a
understand.
bacchanal. Trinity me
No,
again
it's
and
not
get
no,
no sit a
it's not no
bacchanal.
bacchanal.
If it
No,
don't
it's not
concern
no
me, if
bacchanal.
it does
It's not
concern
no.
me, I will jump in the mix. But if the
Yeah, but
mix
it will.
concern me, you
But what I'm
understand?
trying to tell you is, it will
But she says it
concern you.
doesn't
What I'm trying to
concern
tell
her,
you
but
is,
she's speaking about the
is,
Caribbean.
it does concern you because at the end of the day. Christian them just talk all kind of shit about Caribbean people,
Yeah, that is what I'm
and then
saying,
she
and
just
that's why
have
I'm
them up
telling
on
them
the
to send
panel.
it to me. That's why I send them to send it to me. That's why I don't ever hop off a Shanta panel, and I don't ever not associate with Shanta. Because to me, what Shanta doing is very important to what to do in the Caribbean and thing. And what you doing had to important. And when they on the panels, and I have been there, and I sure people have recordings of it talking about, oh, Shanta say X, Y, and Z, or oh, Trinity say X, Y, and Z. And I say, that is how we just talk. I say, how why does we talking on these panels? Like, how why does we saying, oh, okay, well, and how I just be talking, it has nothing to do. I'm talking in a palatable way so that they can understand me. But what I am saying
with
is,
palatability, they will never accept you. You could
I don't
tell
need
them
them
that
to
you're a
accept me
biologist.
though. I
You
don't
could
need them to
tell them
accept
that
me
you're a
though,
biologist.
Shanta.
Hold on 1 second, ma'am. 1 second. Okay, Charlie. All right. So it doesn't matter how palatable, right? You speak. They will never like you,
I don't
right?
need them to
Because
like
their
me.
hatred, their hatred of you isn't because they think that you're non-intellectual, right? It's simply because you're black. You're from the Caribbean, and it's funny to me that you don't see this. It's funny to me.
Because all I want to do on this app is to come on here on this app and say, hey, when you say intersex in between sexes, it is wrong. I want to come on this
At
app and
the end
say,
of the day,
hey, when you
Charlie,
see
let me.
people,
But why would
I'm
you
not
share your
fighting,
knowledge
I'm
with
not
those
fighting
people?
man in
Those people are not
panties
for.
Charlie,
Trinity.
Charlie, can
Those
I
men
put you up
are
on
not.
game? Can I
What,
put
honey?
you up
But the
on
thing
game
is,
1 minute?
those people. 1 second, Trinity. 1 second. But those people aren't even for the cause. Those people respect pronouns. They call men she, her. They literally mute people in their lives if you quote
Who you
unquote
talking
misgender
about?
them.
Who you talking about, Shanta?
Christian Cuttlefish.
I personally have never seen I don't call nobody no she if it's a man. I don't call people
People, all
she if
right,
it's a
let's ask
man.
the audience. Let's
Never
ask the
have.
audience.
But
Charlie,
wait.
No,
Trinity, what you saying?
Charlie. No, wait,
Why do
Charlie.
you think
She
so
didn't
many
say
people
you just called.
followed me?
She didn't say you just called people she, her. She said Christy and
No,
Cuttlefish and
that's
the
not
whole
what I
whole
said,
gang
Trinity.
just called people she, her. But what
And
she's
she
trying to
deflected and
say
made it
is,
about her because she
what she's
doesn't want
trying
to
to say
address it.
is, you following people that don't like you, don't care about you. Just have you up on the panel to make them look good. At the end of the day, Batman and them like Cuttlefish and a racist ass hoes like Christy who needs to be dragged. That's why I drag that hoe every chance I get. They need to be cancelled. And they have you up on the, they have you, people like you, especially Caribbean people like you up on the panel so they can get praises from other people in their lives. They don't give a fuck about us. They tell us all kind of things. They call us all kind of names. They say all kind of things behind our back. We don't even need clips. We just know they talk shit about us at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, you don't need
Somebody else
you don't need to be in them people's life. You don't need to be there.
What did they
Just
say
take
about
care.
the water in Trinidad, Trinity? Did they say you don't have clean water? You have to go to the river to fetch water?
Wait, oh no, wait. Let me just say a few things.
When
Let me
you
just say a
finish,
few things.
Trinity, I'll respond to
Hold
you.
on. Okay, let me just say a few things that this motherfucker said about me, about my country, about my beloved Twin Island. They said that all we do is unalive people. They say that my water is dirty and I don't have no clean water. I have to go by a river and get water to drink. They say I can't even, hold on. They say I can't even bathe my kids. They said my kids don't bathe because we don't have clean water to bathe. They say that we don't have toilets, and I live in Section 8 house when I own a house, and I'm looking to buy a house, you dusty ass bitches. You understand? They said that they said that I don't have a toilet, I go off outside. They said that we don't even have our hair is nappy. They said that we are nappy
Yes,
ass
they make fun of her hair.
with the N word, with the hard ER. Christy said that we're nappy ass, N-word with the hard ER, and we should be hung by trees because we don't belong on earth. That's what they said. They said that we're a third world country. They said we're broke as fuck. We can't even afford clothes. They said that our kids don't go to school. Our educational system is trash. They say our health system is trash. They say we don't even live in houses. We live in huts. That's what they're talking about, the Caribbean people.
Trinity,
They
who
call
said
us monkeys.
Follow them.
They call
So that's
us
why I'm saying,
Can I
monkeys.
respond to Trinity?
no. Listen, this is my life. You will talk when I'm done.
All right, no problem.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Everybody heard everybody on TikTok, even people who hated me. Even people who hated me was like, no, they're doing too much. This has nothing to do with how she speaks. This and literally, so I don't know how you don't know it. I don't know. It's just weird to me. And Corona.
Because I'm not on here, Shanta.
Yeah,
I'm in different lives. I'm in so many different.
Live, but people did tell me. Corona, you're gonna be blocked. I don't know why you guys keep coming over here. This is what I'm saying. They keep coming over there. It's like an obsession. Ugh. Go ahead and respond to Trinity.
Trinity, whoever sent that to you could send it to me.
They said that in a live. I heard it myself.
Who said it? Christy?
They said it on Christy had a live and Codfish, all of them was on the live, and they said that. Let me tell you, I have an account that I go and ghost watch the enemy's account. Sometimes I'm scrolling and I see that pop up and I just look at it, and you will hear the nasty shit they talk. Like you don't need proof. They don't like us.
But the thing is,
they
Trinity,
don't like us because they're not like us.
But Trinity,
they don't like us because they're not like us. There's a lot of American women, white and African American women, that jealous our Caribbean women. I don't know why. I cannot say why.
I agree.
But they talk shit about us. Not only the white bitches do it, but the black bitches do it too.
Can I reply to you? I don't just be on them panels though. I just be all over the place. I just be on Atlantic panel. I just be on Leo panel. I just be on Tweena panel. I just be on everybody panel.
Why are you on
everywhere.
Atlantic panel?
You know why?
When Atlantic is literally coming up on
do you know why? Let me answer you.
No, but Atlantic does. Wait, Charlie, I'm asking a question. Atlantic does be talking shit about trans women are better than women. Atlantic disrespects us to the maximum. Atlantic is the one with his gang who start calling us chest breeders and shit like that. And the last time a woman asked him, do you see periods? He laughed. Why would I want to be a bleeder? Why would I want to be a bleeder? That's gross. You think that's funny? That shit isn't funny. People like Atlantic and them needs to be canceled. They need to take Atlantic and them.
Asking me why I am on the panel, Trinity?
Hold on. They need to take people like Atlantic and carry them out in the field and get rid of them permanently. Because those kind of roaches,
Trinity, that can get the life taken down. That can get the life taken down. But Trinity, the reason why I go on those lives.
Hold on, Charlie, because Charlie, you're so disappointing right now. Everybody has told you all these things.
Well, Trinity asked me why I'm on the lives, and I'm gonna say why I'm on the lives.
No, it's okay because see, like Shantae really don't care for real. I promise you, she don't care. Hold on. I'm gonna have to mute you, Trinity, because of the background. But no, the boss don't care. Shantae is the boss. You know she don't care. Shantae is the truth. She doesn't care. I brought it up.
So I was surprised when she said people got in their feelings. I could care less.
I can care. We have not been caring. Chantal, no, we have been. You have no,
but you want to talk to me?
To care because you're afraid.
We care. I go on those lives.
Don't claim the Caribbean.
I go on the lives so somebody can hear it.
So you do care.
This is not
a black B word.
You care a lot. You care a lot.
Don't come back here and you support that.
Shanta, listen. Shanta doesn't
come
care,
here, Charlie, and you support that. Because I'm going to call you out.
Shanta doesn't care. Wait, hold on. Shanta doesn't care, but I care. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I care. Let me tell you why I care.
Let me finish. Okay, let me be quiet.
Oh, sorry, Safi, sorry.
I mean, you asked my question, but I wasn't able to answer.
Which question were you asked, ma'am?
Trinity asked me why am I on like Atlantic Serene's panel, and I was gonna answer
don't really care about Atlantic Serene either. I just want to get back to this because this is important.
We were discussing perfectly fine. I'm on those panels so people could hear even an ounce of truth, even if it's 5 seconds of truth, even if it's 5 minutes of truth.
Listen. My platform will hinder you from speaking the truth because you're gonna come on here and they're like, "How dare you go and Shantae? She's horrible." So just not to let you go.
People think you're horrible if I'm here.
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on. Just.
Are you there, Shantae? Shantae, no one can hear you. Are you there?
Probably got a call.
Okay, everybody go on mute right now. Everybody go on mute right now. Charlie, go on mute. I swear to God, you ain't no exception to this rule. I'll cuss you out for real. Go on mute.
I don't give two fucks. You're weirdo. This isn't a cult. Bye.
Go on mute.
Y'all. Can we not fight?
The live is about civil discourse and conversation. We don't accept any transphobia, homophobia, heterophobia, Any hate phobia, any hateful rhetoric or ideology will be spewed here on this platform. This live is about civil discourse and conversation and for entertainment and educational purposes. So do you guys tap the screen, Shantae?
Literally
Warriors,
just
tap
threatened
the
to curse
screen.
her out.
Listen, be quiet. Hold on. Don't speak when I give the disclaimer. Learn, shut up. Tap the screen, center row, show TikTok, share the live as well.
Y'all just
Listen, if you go, okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. The live is about civil discourse and conversation. Tap the screen. The live is glitching. Send a rose, send a gift, show TikTok. Let's go. 34.7K here, 204 people here. Tap that screen to show TikTok we want her here. They're reporting. Please. Are you there, Shantae, or no? She might not be here.
Yeah. Somebody called me an IG. Guys, you got to understand. You see, with me, I don't care who you support. It's not my business. But when you're going to make it seem as if I'm a liar, just because you're afraid that these people put you up on Reddit or this, and the third, they don't have my information. Believe it or not, my name has never been Kamisha Murray. It has never been Kamisha Murray. I've never been 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. It is not me. And even when they do find my name and they put it up on Reddit, I will still be here talking the shit that I talk because somebody has to do it. I will never allow vermin-like insects to make me cower, right, and hide for speaking the truth. These people, I don't care if you go on there or not, but you can't say you just want to get out the information because at the end of the day, these people are not about anything. How can you be about protecting women and kids, but you're monitoring Baby Bop's account? You're moderating for Baby Bop. You're friends with Parker. You're friends with Dean. You're telling people that if they misgender men and call them men, you will mute them. And you mute people who call men actual men. So Christy and Cuttlefish are not for anything. So you can't say, oh, I'm for, protecting women. But then you're on the panel giving people views that don't believe in nothing you believe in. So nothing that you say has no credibility. It's a farce. And you're talking about people's feelings hurt. I would have to have feelings for you, for my feelings to be hurt. I care nothing about you. I literally care nothing about you. People have been telling me for weeks that you're on there. And I'm going to say no, what I said to them. That's not my business. And the people who send me these things, they know that's what I said. I don't really care. Some of them, before they even say anything, they say, I know you don't care, but I just thought you will know. You know yourself. You know I'm not lying. I don't really care. I will platform you just the same. But when you're going to insinuate that I'm lying or people are lying on these people, that's where we have a problem. Yeah, don't come back here. Don't come back here. If you're going to be afraid of people putting you up on Reddit, you don't have any right to speak on this because you're weak. Posey Parker don't care if they put her up on Reddit. Posey Parker don't care. What's that woman that wrote the Harry Potter movies? What's her name? Judy. Whatever, that white woman, that triple white woman. She doesn't care if they put her up on Reddit. She stand her ground. She said what the fuck she said. J.K. Rowling, thank you, darling. She doesn't care. Matt Walsh doesn't care. Jordan Peterson doesn't care. How can you say you care about speaking up for women, but you're afraid that people will put your name out there? It makes no sense. That means the moment they find out who you are, you're going to apologize and you're going to go back into the shell that you crawled out of. A lot of you won't admit it, but I'm the one who gave you the testicular fortitude to speak up about these things. Because 4 years ago when I was doing this, y'all bitches were hiding. Afraid to say that men were men. You used to go on accounts and don't show your faces until you came across my live and saw my big ass face on the screen talking the same shit that I'm talking now. Remember, you used to hide behind your accounts. You came on this panel. You came on this panel and said, oh, you inspired me to speak up. Come on. This is why I can't care about any of you because you're not for anything.
Oh, that is ridiculous. Like I the type of person like I just go for the truth, and I not fake. I know that type of fake person. You understand? And I love my country. I 100% for my country. Yeah, my country messed up. It is messed up, but guess what? I alone could say my country messed up. No other person could say Trinidad and Tobago messed up except me. So when these clown people from America talking shit about my country, I'm going to defend it. And I don't need no proof. Because I know everybody talks shit about my country. I don't give a damn. But you see, when someone is Caribbean like me, it doesn't matter what country you from. It don't matter what country you're from. You understand? It don't matter.
Right,
It
right.
sounds
Trinity.
Shanda's Caribbean, Southeast Caribbean. It don't matter. If you Caribbean and talking shit and you backing up these white USA people who talking shit about Caribbean, then I lost respect for you. At the end of the day, because we Caribbean people supposed to stick together. I'm not with that shit. I'm not with
Trinity,
it.
Trinity, and I agree with you. Trinity, let me ask you a question. On the side of Randall, because I have 2 or 3 sides on TikTok that I'm on. Shantae is the truth, is the main one that I'm all on. But I got a DM from somebody from the Randall side, right? That's like, I guess, is holding a obsession with you. And they told me that you follow all of Envy's accounts. Is that true? Are you dealing with Envy?
Safi,
Well, you know,
leave
I
Trinity
don't.
alone. Leave
Yeah,
her.
no,
Can
wait.
she answer the
No,
question, please?
Shanta. It doesn't matter.
Safi,
Shanta, it's okay.
listen,
I'll
Yes,
answer.
ma'am.
I don't want it to get like this. Listen,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't
No, no,
care.
no.
It's
No,
not my
Shanta, it
business.
wouldn't get
Hold
no
on,
how. I
Trinity.
just
Trinity.
answer.
It's just gonna get into this and this again. I've heard the same thing too. They say that that's not my business. I'm telling you, know what I told them. It's not my
Yes,
business. I
ma'am.
don't care who anybody follows. I don't care. If they want to go over there and support Envy, that's their business. I've never given anybody an ultimatum. I've
Yes,
never
ma'am.
given anybody an ultimatum. I will. You can go to Envy right now if I don't curse the road and be on there, and I will platform you as long as you're speaking about the things that matter in society. Men shouldn't be in women's faces. Leave children alone. Children should not be exposed to this because at the end of the day, I'm not even here for women's rights. And they even said that I don't support women. My fight is for the kids and most importantly, the boys, because they get essayed at a rate that nobody talks about. And it's overlooked because nobody cares about men, not even in their miniature form. That's what I'm here about. I'm being honest. I don't give a shit about who follows who. You can follow the devil. I don't care. But when you come on here, you make sure to say, leave the kids alone. Leave the kids a fucking alone. And I will literally platform you. I don't really care. I don't care. And I don't want my lives to be like this. I don't care.
All
I
right.
don't care.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I
I'm
don't
glad that
care. And it's
I'm
the
glad that I
truth.
met
I
you.
don't want my lives to deflect from what I speak on.
Yes,
That's why I'm
ma'am.
just going to be blocking them. I'm just going to be blocking
Apologies.
everybody.
Apologies. Safi, when you keep alive, we'll talk about that. But they stay messy,
The
bro.
boss don't
When you
want to
keep
talk
alive,
about
we'll speak about
it. Okay,
it.
no, okay.
We'll talk about it later.
All right, we're going to go
People
like
send me
this.
screenshots with that's not my business. Several people sent me. I'm going to be, I don't care. I don't care. I don't really
Exactly.
care.
All right. Oh, Maury, you're laughing.
I
You're,
have to
no, hold on,
clean
Trinity.
up my
More.
TikTok.
Hold on, Trinity. Hold on, Maury. You're laughing. Was there a tickle in your ass, sissy? You're laughing. Oh, because I'm okay with getting humbled if the boss says something. So you're laughing because what? I always get in trouble. You understand? Do you have a tickle in your ass? Huh?
Oh my
Do
God.
you really want to come at me? You better pipe
Oh,
down.
Lord. Oh, my God. Father.
Red Dot, what's up, brother?
How's everybody doing? So for those who are looking for, sorry, I'm in my car right now, in the passenger seat. If there's anybody that's actually looking for proof on the topic of what you're doing right now, Shantae, and by the way, thank you for letting me join your live again. I appreciate that.
Anytime, brother, anytime.
If there's anybody that's looking for proof, you are more than welcome to go to my page and see the two posts, one I made last night, one I made this morning. And you'll see all the proof that you need on Patrick / Trish that this person needs to be taken down off of TikTok.
Hold on, Red Dog. Red Dog, can you go on mute for a second? I need to tell Shantae because there was a lot going on.
Sure.
Red Dog, can you go on mute? Okay, Shantae, I just want you to know one thing, that you were really, really busy at the time. Okay, this guy, Red Dog, right? He came up on here and you weren't responding, right? He's saying this is his job, is to hunt down these kind of people. So I told him that if he could send me stuff if you're not available. And I guess he did some research and he's coming back today. I think you might have been in the shower and you didn't hear him. So I guess he was hunting and he's telling us what he came up with. And that's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry, Red Dog. Go ahead. Go. I just have to let her know. Go ahead.
Thank you, Safi. Thank you. Go ahead, Red Dog.
No, you're quite all right. But yeah, all the evidence that you will need for right now, and there's more to come, is posted. I have 2 things posted. And that's what me and my family do. We go after people like this. We take them down. We try to get them arrested if we can. But as you saw, one of Trish's main accounts just went down yesterday. And the rest are coming. The rest are coming down. And there's no stopping it. Once these kind of people are exposed to me, I expose them full force, no stop. And that's what's going to continue to happen, because this is absolutely unacceptable. Our children need to be protected. Their children are going to need to be protected. And it's time a lot more people start stepping up and doing what needs to be done, doing the right thing, and getting these people off of social media completely. Yeah, and I understand that there was a law passed that they're allowed on social media. I'm sorry, I disagree with the Supreme Court on that. These people should not be allowed on social media, especially those who are gathering that type of content on social media. So,
Yes. Golf club, that's already sent over, but they can't do anything about Mr. OTS because he already is in the process of a legal battle. But I did send over Avani's things. You guys, I know people just like Red Dog. They help me all the time, right? They help me. So, yeah, it is what it is. Mandora is going to get taken down. You think that I'm joking? I'm not lying to you. These people, the thing is, Red Dog, the government are the powers to be. I'm sorry, I farted. I don't know if you heard that. But the people are the powers to be. They're literally trying to normalize pedophilia. They're literally trying to decriminalize it. In Germany, they decriminalize possession and distribution of child pornography. So now it's like a misdemeanor. You get what I'm saying? This is where the world is headed. They've labeled pedophilia as a sexual attraction, making it a sexual orientation. So you can't discriminate against somebody based on the premise of their sexuality, making pedophiles a protected class. This is the world that we're living in. But everybody, no, the people on here, they literally try to take me down because I speak on this, and they make all kind of excuses as to why they want me taken down. But this is the reason. A lot of them are literally enablers. They're plants just placed here to propagate and fester this disease.
correct. This type of stuff and trying to normalize it is absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. And the government can say whatever they want to, and that's fine. I stand by the Constitution. I stand by the children, and I'm not ever going to back down. I'm not ever going to stop doing what I'm doing right now. These people need to be brought to justice, especially if they're actively doing things that they should not be doing in front of children, especially. One of my main things is women and children are off limits, 100%. Now, if it's a woman going after another woman, that ain't none of my business. But as far as it comes to a man, depending on the situation, depending on what's said, depending on what's being spread, yeah, I'm going to step in, I'm going to say something, and I always will. Women and children are off limits, especially children. And when it comes to this type of stuff, I'm never going to stop doing what I'm doing. because they need to be brought to justice so that all of our children across the world. Now, granted, I'm one person, but there's many of us who can actively do this and make it right. Like, make it right so all of our children are protected.
Am I able to ask, so do you guys think that like gay people have stuff to do with this? Because I see in Trinity's bio that
All of you
LGBT.
guys are gay though, so what it's not really a differentiation between what a T woman is and you, right? All of you guys are the same. Like none of us acknowledge anything about what you're talking about. The word woman is taken. So when you say, do you guys think, and you use like a differentiation, right? The differentiation is actually all of y'all, to be honest, especially the ones that dress up the way you dress. Like, it's not like you can't separate it. I'm a woman and that's it. So when you try
And
to
I
say
agree.
all G people, all of them are G people. So
I think what he's asking is if we don't like gay. The thing is, sweetie, you being a man who likes pianists is your business. I don't agree with it because of religious reasons. My brother is gay. He's probably watching right now. But the problem that I have is with the community, the organization in and of itself. There seems to be a push, right? And people using this community to get this normalized by saying that children are trans. Give them the right to transition, right? Give them the right to transition. Come on up, Gen X Redux. Give them the right to transition. Basically, wanting to give them bodily autonomy, right? And we know the type of people. Hold on, sweetie. I'm trying to explain. We know the people that want children to have bodily autonomy. It's not for some great cause of, protecting them so that they can live in the truth, so that they don't unalive themselves, because the facts are, if children don't get cross-sex hormones, right? If they don't get cross-sex hormones, they don't unalive themselves. There's no statistic to back that. They banned children in Denmark, Sweden, right, which is like the mecca of that nonsense, right? Those two countries, right? They banned it in England, and they banned it in other parts of the world where this was very prominent, and those people are still alive. So we know the people that are saying children should have bodily autonomy. It's not to protect kids. It's so that they can legally have relations with them. When you have the parades and you see men, get women having relations, okay? Where children are walking past naked, I can send you the videos. Did you see the Seattle Pride Festival?
I have seen those videos, and honestly, it's disgusting.
Did you see them having the smecks and the children parts? And did you see that?
Yes, I have seen that, and it's really disgusting. Like with some of the gay people that I've met, we don't understand why trans are part of our community, because we thought, the community that I'm in, it just has to deal with the fact that I'm attracted to another man, not that I feel like I'm a woman, not that I want to be with kids. I think like them adding the trans people to our community really was just a slap to the face to our community, because it doesn't have to do anything with gender. It has to do with what I am attracted to. And I agree with your points 100%. I'm glad that I found your live. I don't see anybody else that goes live and speaks the truth like you do, and I really do respect it. It's just, oh, sorry.
No, finish your thought, babe. Finish your thought.
So I just don't know if you guys are against gay people, and that's kind of what I was trying to ask. And I
Listen,
do
even if
apologize
people
that
are
my
against,
community, sorry.
even if people are against gay people, what does that have to do with you? Live your life for you. If people don't like you, that's not your business.
I'm not against gay people. I'm not against gay people, right? I just don't think that I just think the whole of the LGBTQ is a religious cult, and I think that gay people shouldn't be adopting kids. That's all I think.
And so my opinion on it is, yes, I am against you booty fudgers. I am, because that's disgusting, and you guys stay walking around society smelling like shit. I got an issue with that. Now you putting on dresses in the name of me being a woman while I'm raising children, because I don't see no differentiation from no man putting on no dress and from a gay man. It's not penetrating my brain on my mama's mama. Yes, I don't like
They are gay men. We know they're gay men. But do you
exactly.
hate them because they're gay? That's what he's asking. You
No,
don't like the act. You don't like the act, but you don't hate him because he's gay. That's all he's asking. Come on now. That's all he's asking. Even if you don't agree with his lifestyle, that's his business, right? That's his business.
you know, that's definitely your business if you want to fudge walk. At the end of the day, I can't say nothing if you're doing it in private. However, your community, okay, you got to realize something. Like you just said, it has changed, right? So since it has changed, because my sister's the L out of it, right? My twin sister, right, is the L out of it, right? But your community has done so much to our babies to where I don't like you because of it. Yes, it's true. I don't like you.
And I respect that, and I do think that our
And what you
community.
should do is you should be an advocate and try to change things just by holding a platform regarding it to change people's minds that feel like me, because I don't differentiate you from a trans woman. I do not. You are the
Okay.
same.
Well, I will say I don't think of myself as a woman. I constantly get in arguments with people who think that trans women should be able to go in your bathrooms. I went to a high school where there was a guy who turned into a girl and changed in the girls' locker room, even though all the girls said that they were uncomfortable. I understand like your point of view, and I understand that it's wrong. I don't think we should have a whole month. There's a lot of things that I don't agree with the movement. I'm not in it as much as other people. I disagree with a lot of it. I just simply want to be able to live my life. I
Okay,
respect your
but you
life,
know what?
and
Can you denounce it right now to me like my twin has?
denounce what?
The LGBT HIV community.
So what do you mean, like saying that it's
Like
not?
you're not a part of it. You just live your.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not a part of it. Like I'm not. I kind of just
So
want to
can
be
you
able to live my
denounce
life.
it? Can you denounce it right here?
Yeah,
Let me hear it.
I'm not a part of the community. I just want to be. I am attracted to other men,
Yeah,
though.
I'm a
that's your
little
business.
confused about
Well,
this
hold on,
live.
because nobody actually asked you, Gen X. Hold on, I'm talking to this man. No, hold on for a second. Don't take yourself off of mute, right? This is not the colonizing
You can be
era.
nice. Be
Listen, hold on. I don't need
respectful.
to
You
be nice to
Nobody
nobody. I'm
wants
going
to
to
be
be direct and I'm
nice.
going to say what I want to say to him.
You're
And he
gonna say
understands exactly what I'm saying because the community is doing things to our children. So Gen X, hold on. At the end of the day, hold on. If you're in your trailer and you ain't got enough trees, then
No, I'm
just
not in
say
a
that.
trailer, dear.
Then just say
Just
that. I asked you to be quiet. Now I'm going to drop you next
well,
time. Just be quiet.
you brought me up
Hold
here.
on, everybody,
Quiet.
Can
hold
I
on,
Be
everybody,
quiet.
hold on,
You
everybody,
see?
hold on. Gen X, state your age for TikTok.
I am 56. Straight,
Awesome.
white, cis, female.
There's no such thing as cis, ma'am. Just wait your turn. Two persons
Okay,
are
fine. So I'm gonna just sit up here and listen to all this gay bashing going on?
Well, then you can bash
That's what I've
straight
been
people
doing.
This
when
is
they're
gay
done.
bashing. This is
When
gay
they're done, you
bashing.
can
This is
bash whoever you
homophobia.
want. Okay, wonderful. I care so much. All right, so user, I don't know. I'm just gonna call you user. You might want to put a username, but don't put your real name. But as I was saying, so you don't support the community. You're just a man who likes Diak and wants to live his life. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Exactly
I'm
what my
not
father
into
said.
it. I'm not into it all like that. I think our community has really ruined a lot of things. And because of them doing that, it just gives me a bad name and me a bad view, which I think is unfair. Because look, I don't even know you, and you like say you. I'm not saying that you said you hate me, but you said that you don't. I don't know. But I do agree with your guys' views.
Yeah, I
Don't feel
said it.
Safi says that, but Safi loves. Listen, Safi says that because Safi's upset. You see, the most of the mats here are just like you, and Safi loves them. Okay, Safi loves them. So Safi just saying that because Safi's upset because of the trajectory of where the community is going and what it's doing to kids. She don't hate you. Trust me, she don't hate you. Most of the mats here like Diak too.
Yeah,
All right,
and
big up Daddy
also
Bamba.
user.
As a
Also,
man, may
I'm
I
from
answer that
And
California.
question?
we like the Deox with the
Oh,
veins and the
hold on.
pink head.
Okay, hold
Oh
on.
my God.
User, I'm also from California. So if you understand that, you can inbox me later and I'm going to tell you some horrible stories. And I promise you, you're going to be on my side after. I'm in California. So it's terrible. But the differentiation between the ones that are wearing a dress and you are is not different for me. It's the same. It's and now they're saying they're biological women and they're within that community. You denounced it, so I'm not going to say your community, that sick community. You see what I'm saying? It's at the end of the day, it's what's actually happening to me. I take it personal, seriously, because this doesn't make any sense. Tampons and pads in my son's restrooms, and he's taking a picture of it, coming home to me saying, "Mommy, I'm a man. Mommy, I'm a man." Do you understand what I mean, user?
No, I 100% agree, and I could see why you're frustrated with that. And I
Yeah.
do apologize about that.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you for apologizing. You don't have to. You already denounced the community, so you're just like my dyke sister. That's a carpet muncher. You guys are the same, and of course I love her, and I will love you too if you denounce it. And that's it. That's all I needed to hear from you. And thank you. Welcome.
Of course, yeah, and I'm glad that I came across this podcast. I don't think it's gay. I mean, with Gen
It
X
doesn't
saying it's gay
matter.
bashing. I don't. Everybody has their own path with their gayness and everything, but some people in our community just take it way too far, and you get people like you guys
Exactly.
where you stand up for
You
the right thing, which I
user,
appreciate.
can I ask you a question, user, if you don't mind? Can I ask you
No,
a
yes, of
question?
course.
Is it not what it's called?
If
Red Gen X Red? Is it that's what it called?
if
I think y'all like to
user
just throw a bunch of slurs on this fucking live, and y'all have
hold
been
on, Gen X.
reported. Y'all are a
Let me
bunch
ask
of
my brother
gay
user
Yeah,
a
bashing
let
question.
me give her a
motherfucking
time, Trinity. Let me
hypocrites.
give her a
You're
time.
hypocrites. Hypocrites.
Listen.
Hypocrites.
Gay bashing.
All right,
K Nash
wonderful.
has done
Everybody
nothing to
calm down.
anybody. I
Mom,
say, hey,
calm
you
down
know
before you
what?
get a aneurysm. All right, so listen. Everybody mute. Everybody mute. Everybody. I don't like when it gets like this. It's not the
This is
jurisprudence.
toxic. Bye.
All right, wonderful. So, all right. So, what are your thoughts? Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is you are bullying people into an ideology that you think that everybody else should live under a certain standard. It pisses
Hold
me
on,
off that
Granny.
I can sit here on
Oh,
TikTok. Listen, I'm talking. Give me the
Mom,
minute.
this isn't
Okay,
your
grandma.
life. This isn't
Don't
your
yell
life.
at me, grandma.
I know it's not my
Trinity,
life. You
mute.
brought me up here, okay? You brought me up here. You
Mom.
wanted to know my opinion, so I.
All right. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if people are snorting cocaine. I don't know what's going on. I really, really don't. I want to have a conversation. This isn't about who can scream the loudest, because my voice is louder than
You
everybody
guys
else's
are
here.
gay bashers. You're homophobic.
All right, wonderful. All right, we care. So you think that we're gay bashers and we're homophobic.
You're
Why is that? Can you speak without screaming?
homophobe.
Can you speak without screaming?
If you stop interrupting me, I can. I can be very
All right, so you don't have to respect me, but just afford yourself some civility.
I think everybody is afforded some civility and respect. So when I'm talking,
No, I don't
I'm
afford
saying,
respect to not everybody.
excuse me, respect
Yeah, no,
can go a long way. Tone is everything. So don't tone police me either.
Tone is not everything.
You
All
are
right, thank you for your
bashing
time.
gay
Thank you.
people. You are bashing.
I think it's the menopause symptoms. So I'm going to give Auntie a time to cool off. And when you cool off, ma'am, you can come back. I know it's hard on you. Drink some cold water, right? Hot flashes are terrible at your age, but okay. Cool down and then come back. I don't want the life to be a circus. I'm here to have conversation. I don't respect you. You don't respect me. So I don't know what you're talking about respect. I can afford you civility, basic human decency, and I hope you can afford me the same. This is my life. This is my life.
Sis, I think she means that since she's a 50-year-old woman and you're younger, that she deserves respect from you. But these people need to learn that respect is earned, not given. Just because you're old geriatric doesn't mean I have to respect you. You have to earn your respect. So drag that old hoe. But can I
Yeah.
ask you a question?
Ooh, why so serious? How old are you? Why so serious? Okay.
May
Can I
I
ask you,
answer
sir? Can I go ahead and ask you, sir, my question, Shanta, if you don't mind?
Yeah, go ahead and then give Red Dog a turn.
Okay. So you sir, my brother, if you're like if the LGB had a chance to drop the T, would you be a part of that petition to drop the
I
T
I
from?
would walk around with a petition, like, and ask people, because
Nice,
I don't
nice. Okay,
understand why it's a part of
I go
my
mute now.
community.
Yeah, he already said that, Trinity. He denounced it. That's why I made peace. Yeah, he denounced it.
Yeah, and
Well, welcome.
I like men like you, sir. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have kind of a little favor for the boys just because my brother is like that. And I know a lot of them have gone through a lot, even though they don't want to speak on it. But it is what it is, you know. But as long as they don't support the community, I don't see any problem with treating them like, oh, you would want to be treated. That's my thing. Anybody, I don't care if they're gay or I love you, Nick. Nick is one of the boys. Love you too, baby. My problem is the people that refuse to acknowledge that the alphabet community is causing havoc within our community, and that a lot of the predators are using the banner of LGBT LMNOP to do despicable things to children. That's my problem. It's not because you're gay. I don't agree with it because, you know, I believe in Christ. That's my faith. But at the end of the day, the community is pedophilic. That's my problem. Go ahead, Red.
All right. I wanted to answer user's question, especially being the fact that I'm a man and do the types of things that I do to bring down P3DOs. You had asked if we had anything against the gay community. Now, me being a man, I'll tell you right out, I do not care if you are gay. What you do in your own home, behind closed doors, in whatever relationship that you want to have, bro, that's on you, and I will respect it every step of the way. Now, once that is brought out into public, like the LGBTQ community has done, and bringing the types of parades that they have done in different major cities, well, more so to the things that they wear and do during those parades, that's where I draw the line. So whatever you do behind closed doors, as long as it doesn't involve children, bro, you are good in my book. I don't care. But again, once that shit is brought to the streets, once that is brought and trying to be shoved down our throats, that's where I have an issue with it. When it comes to being exposed in front of children, that's where I have an issue with it. When it comes to being exposed in front of people who don't want to see that kind of thing in a public forum, that's where I draw the line. So no, whatever you do in your own home, bro, I'll call you bro all day long, as long as it ain't got nothing to do with kids, as long as it ain't got nothing to do with harming another person. I don't care what you do. I will respect it till the day I die.
Yes,
But
say
when,
it live in. Thank you, Red Dog. How old are you, MAG?
I'm 32.
How can I help you?
I'm confused. What is this live about?
Where are you lost?
Yes, because I'm trying to figure out what the topic is
So
live.
you chose to hit the button and you're lost. You don't know what's going on.
Because it went from one thing to the next.
Okay, great. Are trans women women?
Are trans women women? That
Yes.
was topic?
No. I'm asking you a question.
I mean, if you want to identify as a woman, go right ahead. But you're not a woman. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, you're not a woman.
So if you identify as a woman, that's the same as me being a woman. So if they identify with it,
no, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's separate.
What's the difference?
Well, you were born a woman. You're a biological woman. A trans woman can't do the same thing you can do. That
Right.
part I agree with. But
So
I'm not.
so would in your mind, right? Just indulge me for a second. In your mind, wouldn't you be able to differentiate the two between your auntie, your mother, your grandmother, your nieces? Wouldn't you be able to like see the truth of the matter, right?
Yes.
So do you respect the fact, and you will call them she, her, these men, especially the big black ones? They're large. The black ones are huge.
I'm gonna give you a gift.
No, they're very, very big. You saying that you'll go ahead and say, yes, that's the girl?
I will call a person she, her if I know you're not playing games. That's how I go about it.
Yeah, oh, I see. Oh, you're just another weak. Are you gay?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I knew that by the tone of your voice. Okay, so we've got to
I've been up here before, Shanta. I've been up here before, Safi.
okay, well that's beautiful and all. Do you see what the LGBT HIV community is doing, the transgender ideology is doing to our children? Do
Not
you
every
agree
trans
with that?
person is doing that. I have a friend who's
No,
trans.
but me as a mother,
I
right?
see
And
certain things that is going on, and I don't agree with it. No, I do not. You can ask anybody that knows me. I don't really consider myself a part of the LGBTQ community. I don't consider it. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and waste my time talking about what this person doing. I agree. Children shouldn't be able to have a sex changes, anything like that. I feel like that should be at a time when you're old enough to understand what is going on with yourself.
okay, so what about medical castration? Are you okay with that, or medical autonomy, or whatever that
No,
people like to
I
call it?
don't. I'm not okay with that.
Okay, so
When it
but
comes
you're
to
not
when it
okay
comes,
with that. You're not okay with that because of the children. But if a sick person does like violate the children, you're saying that you would you still like label them as their choice pronouns?
no, if you're harming children, I'm not gonna respect your pronouns.
Okay,
That's one fact right there.
so why wouldn't you respect their pronouns, right? But you would still respect them as being she, her
I
when
would
you
not
know that they're
respect.
men.
Okay, I said I would not respect them if you're harming children. I don't
So
respect that.
only if
When
you're
it comes
harming.
to harming little kids, I'm against that 100%.
Yeah, so only if you're harming
But if you're
children.
not harming kids,
Right,
I will respect your pronouns.
right. You respect it.
I will
And
respect
so
people's pronouns who actually are serious about the
mhm,
whole transitioning and stuff.
mhm.
I will respect that. I'm not gonna sit here and
Right.
just be like,
Yeah.
oh well, I'm not gonna call you this
So is your
because
mother
of
a
my.
man? Is
No,
your mother a man?
my mother's a woman.
Okay, your mother is a woman, but you would respect a man, and you know that your mother is a woman, right? What can you tell me the difference between your mother and the man that you call she, her?
Well, my mother had me. That's the difference.
So is it just a difference because your mother had you, or is it a differentiation because it's a fact, a biological fact, and you want to live in La La Land? You're a black man, aren't you?
Yes, I'm black. What is
Yeah, I
me?
knew.
That's not living in
Yes.
La La Land, though.
Trust me.
I'm not
Trust
gonna.
me. When I
I'm
listen,
not.
trust me. When I knew you was a nigga, baby. Now,
Okay,
what I'm saying to
nigga,
you,
baby.
at the end of the day, you know good and well you can be G all you want, but when it come down to them walking down the street saying they me, you need to show us some protection, son. Is
Protection
what
of
I'm
what?
saying.
Are you
What
getting
you
hurt?
mean
Are you
protection?
getting
They're
hurt?
coming in our spaces and they're doing things to our children. Do you not know that?
Who,
You want to see a couple of clips?
who is doing stuff to our children? Like who is doing stuff to? If like I said, if people are doing stuff to kids, I believe that's off limits. You should not harm a kid.
No. But in general, the whole trans ideology is P3DO in itself, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there's so many cases of them harming our children, right? So even if I show you 50 cases, when is enough is enough? Because now they have AGPs, right? And then you have T people that are saying if you don't,
AGP.
actually transition, listen to me, son. If you don't actually transition, you're really not a T person, right? But then you got men with beards that are going into Planet Fitness here in California, Carson specifically, call it if you want, and saying, looking like with a full beard, saying that they identify as a woman and going in there watching me and my 13 or 14-year-old daughter. Right. So if we understand this, that we have to understand this as a whole, because there are no stipulations on this. This is T women are trans women are women. You understand the how it's dangerous, or do you need to see cases when things have happened?
I understand what you're saying, but not every trans person does that. Not every trans person is like about that. I understand where it will lead to, where pedos will walk into a woman's locker room and say, "I'm a woman," just to get away with being a creep. But not every but trans people don't. Trans people don't think like that.
No, so I said
putting them in
the
the same box.
community. I said
The
the
thing,
community is P3. Is that the
the thing
boss?
is, yeah. The thing is,
Oh.
Susan, we can't decipher which one isn't on demon time. We can't look at them and say, oh, this one is the good one, this one is the bad one. The ideology in and of itself is bad because these predators get a leeway, right? Because remember, in society, we think that men are bad. Men are the bad people. Don't trust men, don't trust men. But the moment a man identifies as a woman, that guard is put down. For some reason, we see them as less threatening. And you know this. You know this, right? Look at this one, for example, called Adorable, right? I call him Mandora. You know what he was doing right here? You know what he was doing right here? He was pleasuring himself online.
It was on what? I couldn't hear you.
How old are you,
I don't know
Clay?
why you have my picture from then.
How old are you, Clay?
You talked to me before. I'm 30. I'm 34. 34.
Okay, thank you. So he was pleasuring himself on live. He used the dilation devices as a dildo because you know they're shaped like plastic phalluses. And he was using it as a pleasuring stick right on live while he was talking to people. And in one of the recordings that they have of him, right, there's children in the background. And you know predators get off on the fact that children are watching them do these things, or there are children there while they're doing these things. That alone gets them off. So him knowing that he's watched by kids, that's why he chose to dilate himself while he was online. He was streaming it to OF2. This is him literally. This is just a clip. There's a whole video. He was literally like, you could hear the sounds of him dilating on live, and he was sweating. You could hear the of the stick going in and out, and he was sweating. When somebody said something to him, he was like, "What do you say? I'm so out of it." He was pleasuring himself online. Literally pleasuring himself online. And he likes kids. He likes kids. Because only a pedo would do that. Only a pedo will do that. And the fact that he was comfortable enough to do it online, you know that he did this in public. So he's that predator that stays outside the parks, right? The playgrounds. He's that type of predator. He's that type. So this is what I'm saying. They're using the ideology to get to kids. I can put up a plethora of cases of men who identify as trans doing horrid things to children. At some point, we got to say, this is enough.
I get what you're saying. I agree on that part. With the whole, he's using trans as a way to basically get into like the locker rooms and all the other things. But what I'm trying to say is, not every trans people are not like that. That is not an actual trans person. That's someone that's just saying they're trans.
How do you
No,
differentiate?
that's a T person.
How do you
Look,
differentiate?
I have friends who are trans.
No, how do you
None of them
differentiate?
think like that.
Play, hold
None
on,
of them
go
think
on
like
mute.
that or act like that.
Madge, how do you differentiate?
What do you mean?
How do you differentiate between the two?
What do you mean? How I differentiate between a pedophile and a regular person?
Oh my God.
bro, you got to say pedo because TikTok.
Okay,
P3PO.
sorry, pedo, P3PO. Between a person who is attracted to someone way younger.
Yeah, and a person going into the bathroom doing things to our children. What would be your suggestion in the differentiation process? Because a lot of them that cannot afford HRTs are coming out and saying, just because I can't afford HRTs, it doesn't say that I am not a T. I am a T woman, right? Just because I can't afford it, it doesn't mean that I'm not, right? So how can me as a mother, right, as a woman, right, how can I differentiate the two?
What to separate them? Well, I would say I would say as a mother, you just have to protect your kids. I would agree. You have to protect your kids on that.
You see how you won't answer the question. You know why you won't answer the question. The answer is you can't. That's the answer. That's why we don't want them in our spaces. You understand?
Exactly. Big up
You don't want
yourself,
them in your space for safety reasons. I agree on that part. But the thing I'm trying to say is you just can't say every trans person is like that when they're not.
The whole ideology is pedophilic. It was created by a pedophile, a pedo, right? It was literally created by a pedo. John Money was a pedo that did horrible things to children and believed in man-boy love. So you can't say, oh, this, that. It is what it is. Most men, most P3DOs are men who like little boys. So you're saying that that person wasn't trans, Mandora, but Mandora had bottom surgery, takes HRT, and identifies as a woman, was diagnosed with gender dysphoria. But no, because he did this horrible thing on live, you're saying he's not trans. And this is why it is dangerous. Because at any given moment, you guys can disqualify them as being trans, right? Therefore, making the statistics not reflecting that these set of people are dangerous to children and harm children. Because the moment they do something, look at this one, Amy George, been transitioning for 6 years, diagnosed with gender dysphoria. The moment Amy George offered this 10-year-old girl a ride, took her to his home, raped her for 27 hours, forced her to call him mother while he was tearing her body apart with each thrust. The trans community said, oh, this is not trans. But look, that's a trans person. That's literally a trans person. We do not want them in our spaces, and we will never call them women because y'all dismiss their trans identity when they commit horrible acts. So we don't want them in our spaces, and we don't want them around our kids. End of story. Go ahead. You've been waiting, Clay. Go ahead.
Yeah, like ultimately, I agree with the host around 90, 80%. Well, actually, say 90%. Are there exceptions, Maja? Yeah, you're right. There are a few. There are a few exceptions. There are we call the good T community. You see them in the conservative communities. They actually talk about how T women should be in women's spaces, especially if they didn't do bottom surgery. Now, I do understand earlier you said that there was one who did a bottom surgery and they were still a pedophile, right? So yeah, that still happens too. There's always a majority rule. I will agree to that as well. Okay. But ideally, for the women to feel like they are safe, it should be better that most of the T women are not in those spaces. And even if they can't pass as being in those spaces, a lot of those T women say that they prefer to be in private areas. So, like, say if there was a shower, you could change in your shower.
Clay. 1 second, Clay. Moderators, can you block running Ghana DHD2? Block running Ghana running Ghana blood clamor blind. Running Ghana DHD2.
Also, I think you need an F1 as well because someone said they're trying to report you. You need to F1 the chat ASAP before it destroys your life.
Running on ADHD2. Thank you, Monique. Block running. Okay, on it. They did it already. Okay. All right. The live is about civil discourse and conversations. We don't tolerate transphobia, homophobia, or heterophobia. No hateful rhetoric, ideology, or behavior. No bigotry, bullying, or harassment will be tolerated. The live is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Oh, his name is Jeff. Jeff, you've
also,
been
we love the TikTok shop.
Yeah, we love
the TikTok shop. TikTok shop is amazing. TikTok shop is where I buy all my things, even better than Amazon. Okay, you good.
Okay, Block Mallory. Mallorie. Block Mallory. Jeff, babe, you okay?
Yes. Oh, how did you find out my name?
It's on your thingy. I clicked on it and it came. It showed up right there.
Oh,
You need
okay,
to don't put your legal on it. Don't ever put your legal on any page. Just put a user.
Okay, so I should change that.
And I knew it because I looked you up. That's how I knew it. I could tell you your last name too.
Okay,
She can't.
so that's something I should take off then. Okay.
Just use a random name. You can leave it if you want, but just use a random name.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff, you are Gemini too? June or May?
What was that?
Is a June Gemini or a May Gemini?
I'm a May Gemini, May 31st. I know. I'm not crazy until you make me crazy, so that's just it.
Oh, that's why you're so. If you was a June Gemini, it'd be hard like me. But you're still a Gemini, yay!
Oh, so you're a Gemini too, period. Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, June 11, baby.
And
Well, I'm glad I
don't
have
let
it.
anybody bring you down. You hear what I'm saying to you, Jeff?
No, and I'm
Our
glad.
words may be harsh, but we are speaking for a good reason. And
I
at
mean,
least I don't hate you. I don't hate you, darling.
I respect it, and like these things are
Don't
uncomfortable
hate
for
you either.
people.
And Safi don't hate you either.
It's just you guys have your opinions, and you're allowed to have your opinions, and like I'm, I, I'm a person, like I'm gonna respect your opinions, and you're respecting mine, so it goes both ways. But just these things are hard to talk about, and I feel like people are scared to talk about them because there's such a sensitive topic. But I'm glad there are people out here like you that are able to be raw with it and be your authentic selves and say what is on your mind rather than be afraid of hurting people's feelings, because these are real things, these are real issues, and it's good that you guys are talking about it.
And I'm happy that you understood or understand what's going on and are able to separate yourself from that community because it's vile. It's the truth. My brother like pianist just like you, and he says, I'm just a man who likes this. I'm not no member of no community, da 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 da. They have an agenda that they're pushing, man, and it's not okay. It's not okay because at the end of the day, it's the children that will suffer. They're legislators, this community, they're pushing for children to have bodily autonomy. They're literally pushing for children to have bodily autonomy. And you can follow the guy mods, they're great people.
So Shanti, are you going for Trump too? Because I'm going for Trump to protect kids' rights.
Yes,
Perfect.
Trump all the way.
I love that.
Trump all the way. Trump
He
all the
said
way.
he's planning to
Shit.
give people life in jail if they have proof that they did it. If you're involved, you get 10 years. Even if you didn't do it, it's like 20 years. But yeah, he's giving out big time. So I hope he's going to be a man of his word if he becomes the president. Because I want to get rid of all these PD files, PD3s, whatever the hell you call them.
And doesn't he want to give the D penalty to S traffickers?
Yep, and I'm happy. They deserve it. This is
And
why I
that's
pay my
one,
nails.
yeah.
People ask me why I pay my nails, and I tell them with a passion I hate them. I hate PD3s. I hate them with a passion. I hope they all
And
burn.
they also need to put the women who like to be surrogates for the gay community
No. I'm not
in
going to punish
jail.
them. I'm not going to punish them.
Yeah, they need to be punished. That's human
No,
trafficking. That's
no,
human
it's not.
trafficking on the down low.
No,
Let me tell you why that's human
go ahead.
trafficking on the down low. Surrogacy is human trafficking on the down low because you have to pay. Listen, they're paying someone to have a kid, and then when the baby's born, they're giving it to them. That's buying and selling.
No, I'm not going to do that because then we have to punish women as well to getting a donor. So no, we're not going to do that. That's too extreme.
That's not buying and
Okay, but
selling.
what? No, that's a different thing. That's a difference.
Hold on.
It's not a
go on.
difference. It's the
There
same
she
thing.
goes. She's back.
You have some straight cis men
Stop
who want to have
the
children, and
I
in unique
Stop
circumstances.
the screen, Shantae
Not
Warriors. Everybody go
like that.
on
That's the
mute
first
so
time
the
I've
boss
seen it
can
just
speak.
like that.
Okay, there she go.
Yeah, I saw it because I was watching the screen. It literally went blank. All right, so the live is about civil discourse and conversation. We don't tolerate transphobia, homophobia, or heterophobia. No hateful rhetoric, ideology, or behavior. No bigotry, bullying, or harassment will be tolerated. The live is for educational and entertainment purposes only. The live is for educational and entertainment purposes only. TikTok, we don't promote, nor do we condone transphobia, homophobia, or heterophobia, right? The live is a safe space for truth, education, right? And entertainment.
And for the persons who are in here and you're reporting, y'all need to stop. Why would you report me for speaking against pedos? Stop making it about your bedroom activity, because nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. All we're saying is leave the children out of it. Children are not gay. They're not trans. They're not bi. They're not straight. They're children. Allow them to live the life of a child. Do not involve them in any type of sexuality, straight, gay, or otherwise. Allow them to grow and choose their own path or whatever destiny God has for them. Stop indoctrinating them. Thomas Perry, I invited you. You don't want to come up and you're saying report it. I'm going to invite you the last time and then I'm going to block you if you don't accept. Thomas, if you don't accept, I'm blocking you. Okay, you can block Thomas Perry. Block Thomas Perry. You're reporting me because I'm speaking against pedophiles. And you wonder why people have like Safi exists, Trinity exists, and why people think the way that they do. You're reporting me for speaking up against pedophiles. Talking about we're homophobic. You know that's not what we're about. Because nobody can touch my brother. Nobody. If you disagree with our argument, please request to join. And I'm sure nobody can touch Safi's sister either. If you disagree with the background, please request to join and have a conversation. If you believe trans women are women, come up. If you believe that children are trans, come up. If you believe children are straight, come up. Yes, he is, SR. Yes, he is. If you believe that anybody can be this, that, this, or the third, come up and have a conversation. We're here for it. We're here for it. We just want to have conversation. That's all. You're reporting because you're afraid to come up and have a conversation?
Whenever you do get a second, I would like to ask a question.
Go ahead, Papi.
So I am the last male of my bloodline, and I have to have a son in order to pass on my bloodline. So you guys don't think I should be able to have a son? Is that what you're saying, Trinity?
Okay, Trinity.
You could get a woman and do an arrangement and have a kid with her, but I don't think that gay men and gay women should be adopting kids, because what are you guys going to teach the kids? And I don't believe in the surrogacy thing because I think it's human trafficking. That's just my beliefs. Y'all don't have to believe it. Y'all can go ahead and do it. That's your business. But in my beliefs and in my world, gay people shouldn't be adopting kids, and gay people shouldn't be doing surrogacy, because personally I think surrogacy is human trafficking, because that's buying and selling a baby. And the adoption thing, nah, I don't think gay people should adopt kids. That's just how I feel.
All right, I
No
only
shade though.
agree with the the trafficking if the person doesn't have a say in the situation. There are agencies like that. But if the person's getting all the money and they're the person who agree with the parents to birth the child, then it's not trafficking. So I will partially agree with you depending on the circumstance.
All right, my opinion is that I used to believe that you could get surrogates and have the baby. And I asked my brother once, and he said he doesn't believe, because I'm going to be honest with you. I want him to have kids. I want him to have kids just because, the possibility of him living his life alone for the rest of his life is highly likely as a gay man, right? Let's be for real. That's the statistic, right? So I said, I used to ask him, why don't you adopt? Why don't you get a surrogate? Because he can afford it. And he straight up looked at me
right? He straight up looked at me and he said, Shiloh, I don't believe that gay people, and more so gay men, should adopt or raise kids. I swear to God, he said that to me. And I was like, what? And I wanted to ask why, but I was afraid. I was afraid to ask why, because my brother was a Said, and I don't know if it's that is what, like, I don't know. I don't know if that is the reason why he feels the way that he feels. So I didn't want to ask because I didn't want to start crying and breaking down. So I left it at that. But then I came on TikTok and I went to work because I have gay co-workers, and I have friends on here like my mods that are gay men. And I asked and they said the same thing. They said the same thing. And I never asked why, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm afraid of what they're going to tell me. I'm afraid of what they're going to tell me. So I just left it.
So, host, I agree. Depending on the lifestyle, it's the same thing I think of single women too. I already told you. I know we disagree on that part, but I told you if it comes from a cis man or a cis woman, statistics says the cis man has a better
Don't
chance
use
of
cis
raising a
on my
child.
platform. Don't use
Hold on.
cis on my platform.
So what? I couldn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Don't use cis on my platform.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So can I say biological so people know what I'm talking about, or you just want to say men?
Say women, men. If you're speaking about women and men that
No, I don't.
cosplay, say women
Yeah,
and
I
men
don't
that
have a
cosplay.
problem. It's just because I don't want people to get confused if I keep saying men and women
Yeah,
multiple
if you
times.
say woman,
Okay.
they will know it's an adult human female.
Okay. So I'm gonna try my best to do it without confusing. All right. So if it
There's no
was,
confusion. There's just one type of woman.
yeah. Okay. Okay. But also, I was saying this because it means they're straight normally too. But anyway.
Yeah. Let's say woman.
Okay. So if it's a straight man and straight woman, and they out of the two, statistics says that a straight man has a higher chance with raising a child than a single mother. So I can't say that G men can't raise, but the difference is that G men tend to be more feminine. So that's like having a masculine woman raising a kid will have a better success than even a straight woman raising a child, because this is the more masculine present. So if a gay man is not wild in his lifestyle and he's more conservative, because you have conservative gay men now, and they were raising their children, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But if you have a G man who's in that community and he's doing wild things and he's going to invite people around that could hurt the child, then I don't agree. But that's the same thing with women too. There's a lot of women who are very open with their sexuality, and they also put their kids in danger. That's why you hear a lot about young girls and young boys getting touched by adults because their mothers were inviting multiple people in their house. So ideally, I do think there needs to be a male and a female present in a household to raise a child. But if it is going to be a single household, men are normally safe. But in that G community, if he's going to be very conservative and he's going to actually watch out for his children, and if he plays with other men, he does it away from his children, I don't think it's an issue.
You don't think, what is the issue? Can you go ahead and say that last bit? Because I don't know what's wrong with
So,
you now.
no, you're good. I'm saying that if he dates other people away from his children, I don't think it's an issue. But if he's dating and bringing people around his children, it's an issue. And I feel that's for G men and for straight women too. It's about who they bring around their children. I agree that most of the time, well, a child can be touched by both men and women, but it's more extreme normally when it's from the men's side versus the woman's side.
I don't agree with you. While I do agree that the child needs both parents. I don't think that it's comparable to a single mom, because at the end of the day, a single mom, even when promiscuous and would allow a man in to touch the child, it's more unlikely because let's look at it for this. Just take sexuality out of it. Men are the number one predators, right? Men are the number one predators.
They changed it. It's not true anymore. No, we went over it one last time. It's not. It's women actually by small numbers. It's not.
You know why? You know why that's not true anymore?
Go ahead.
You know why the rise of women being sexual predators has risen outside of those female teachers touching those little boys and little girls? Is because a lot of men are identifying as women. The same thing happened in Denmark, the same thing happened in Sweden and in the UK. That's why I say the ideology needs to be
But it's not always about teachers. Also because you have a lot of women who are on OF and they're hooking up with guys not asking their age. That's one of the major reasons, actually.
We know that
You have
there
a
are
lot of women.
female predators. We know that,
I
sweetie.
know that, but I know I'm not disagreeing with you. You know I hate with a passion. You know I hate with a passion people like kids. I have a nonprofit. I have hackers who work for me, and the statistics say that it is women.
Sweetie, if the statistic did say that it's women, in what context?
I told you, with context, it's multiple reasons why. You also, when you're talking about the L community too, and you can blame it on the L community. I don't have a problem with that.
Listen,
They
this is what
tend to
I'm
date
saying.
even.
That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. The
Yes. So I'm saying
statistics are skewed because there has been an increase, right, in men who identify as women. If you go by a case by case basis of women who have been arrested for child SA, you will see that a lot of them are adult males. And I'm not
I'm not
asking
saying.
you, this is a fact. Hold on. No, we
No.
do know that there are predators. We know that there are predators that are female and that are male. But statistically, it's more males that are predatory than women. No, do a lot of women get off being, predators because we don't see them as harmful as men are? Yes. Right? We know, and they get a lot lesser sentencing than their male counterparts. But that doesn't dismiss the fact that males are more predatory. That's just the truth. And I speak up for men's rights, but that's the truth, right? That's the truth. Now, when you look at the lesbian community, we know, when we look at female predators, we know that majority of them are lesbians. We know that, right? But that still reiterates what I've been saying. Most predators go for the same smacks. So if it is that you're trying to say being a single mom, right, will open the door, bumbleclot, will open the door, right, or the gateway to predators. I agree with you, because a lot of single moms, they're so desperate for love or attention from a man, they will turn a blind eye. But that still literally speaks and reiterates what I've been talking about. Those children are going to be essayed by a man. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I told you. Ultimately, I agree with you, and I say that especially with SA, because again, when it comes to rope, I'm not. I could, we can't say the word. It's hard to prove women for rope because the fact that they're not inserting themselves into anyone. So a lot of times when the numbers are high, it's because of L women, because they had to match it because of the Sagittary rope, or it has to be because of the T community. I will give you that. Now, if it comes to just being inappropriately touched, if they were in that category, they would be almost average. And a lot of reason why, and I'm stating by the new numbers, is because you have a lot of OF girls who are recording themselves with boys, and it's because it's getting sexualized because of the genre of porn that they watch. Because you have a lot of MILF, you have a lot of like older women, younger guy type of CORN, and those young boys are lusting over older women. I know because I was a victim of it. There was a lot of older women who knew my age, and they didn't care when I was 16, 17, 15 years old. They didn't care. When I was 13, I was
Yeah,
with
but
two
that
women,
doesn't
and I didn't
dismiss
think
the
anything of
fact
it.
that the reason why the statistic have gone up for women predators is because a lot of men identify as women. And you
I
got to
will give you.
acknowledge that for what it
I will
is.
give you that. I said I will give you that win. That there is a small margin, but that
It's
margin
not
is not going
about
to be
a
high. It's not
win.
that many women.
Stop
No,
making
no,
it
I
seem as
agree
if
with
it's
you.
like a win.
I
This
know
is
it's
a
not.
serious
I
issue.
know we're not debating. I'm just stating that I agree that small
Yes.
margin is the reason why it's a little bit higher on the women's side. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm also not going to give a pass to these same creepy women who are looking for young boys, because they are.
We listen. I'm about equality. All predators, whether they're straight men preying on little girls, straight women preying on little boys, lesbians preying on little girls, or gay men preying on little boys, all predators are equally disgusting to me and should be locked in a room with metal bars so that oxygen can get in while we listen to them cry and beg us to release them while it's on fire.
I'll
I'm
take the
about
oxygen out.
equality. I'm about equality. Okay? The oxygen will dead the flames. The lack of
No,
oxygen
I
will
was
dead the
teasing.
flames. Yeah, so we know about this. And I've said this before. In my opinion, the female predators are worse because they do psychological damage on their victim in a way. All right, so if a little boy is essayed by a man,
he will be repulsed by men. But when they're, when they're essayed by women, it's like they don't know how do I say, they don't know how to react to it, especially boys, because it's like, am I essayed or is this good? You know what I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like they see it as like a conquest rather than them being a victim.
Yeah, I agree. That's what happened to me. That's why I'm kind of narcissistic as I am now. But I wouldn't say that a lot of those G boys become repulsed against men. A lot of them end up becoming G men themselves because that's the way they dealt with their pain and their torture. They felt that, I don't know how to explain it. Somebody said it better. He was a psychologist. He broke it down. But he did say a lot of boys who become sociopaths, who become G men, is because they were probably touched when they were younger. So it's hard, like it's weird to say it, but not all of them are repulsed. A lot of them end up becoming G men.
Yeah, they are repulsed by the female anatomy. All right, there's one guy
Sorry, I didn't understand that part. Yeah, you're right, correct. Sorry.
Yeah, there's one guy that I know. He was essayed by his mom, and I met him on here. I'm not gonna call your name, but he follows me when I was speaking on female predators. He was essayed by his mom. He's gay, and his mom would strap him to the bed and assault him, and he became a gay man. Right? So I know of this. I know. And this is why children need to be protected, because I don't know. And you see, when it comes to male victims of abuse, it's not highlighted, it's not spoken about, and nobody gives a shit. It's like our society looks at it as like, he probably likes it, da 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 da. Look at the teacher that is on here, the black woman, right? That big back bitch. She essayed a little boy, right? And she has an account, and I'm gonna be talking about her too. It's just that I can't find the page again. I can't find the page. If you guys know who I'm talking about, send me a photo of her so I can put it up. She essayed a little boy, and she has like hundreds of thousands of followers. Safi, I see you, my sister. Give me a second, babe. And people praise her, talking about she deserves another chance, she made a mistake. The same women praising her in that comment section. If it were a little girl that man essayed, that a man essayed, they would never support it. But as long as it's a little boy that they're going after, nobody cares. Go ahead, Safi.
No, Shantae, that wasn't me. Somebody else, not me. I'm listening.
All right. For the people who are concerned about the man in the background, because that is what he is. He's a man. Okay, Trish's account got banned because he's a perverted freak that should not be on the app, flashing his shriveled balls that are all the way down to his kneecap, okay, on live on a children's app. That's why he got bananaed. That's why. And it's nobody's fault but his own. He did that to himself. Nobody is responsible for him but him. He's using unprescribed medication, right? On himself, on life, where children are that are impressionable. All of them will be gone, Trishan. All of them. Is nutrition in the background to the same picture? I don't understand what you're talking about, Liz. I'm from a third world country. I don't speak that language.
So Trinity, can I ask, what's it called? Do you think me being a gay man that I should be able that I should raise a child?
Child with a woman, like you could get one of your female best friends to have a kid for you without spending the money, without paying her. She could raise the baby and you could just be the daddy, but you and your boyfriend raising a kid, no.
Okay.
I don't want that to happen.
And I just wanted to point out that and when I do have a child, I would not raise that child to be gay. I think being gay had a very negative impact on my life. I live a very hard life. And if I could
Yeah,
listen,
yeah, but
I hang out with beautiful.
you say that user, but if you have a partner in the bed with you, don't you understand that the child understands that, right? So are you saying that you're going to denounce a homosexuality because you're raising a child, or are you saying, because when you say that I would not raise the child in that way, right? You are essentially saying he's not going to be that way, but then you're going to have partners, right? Or a
Well, I'm
partner.
celibate. I don't really
So
get
so
around.
basically, so what you're saying is you would raise the child alone. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm celibate. Like, I'm not really out here doing all that stuff. I kind of am focusing on myself and my self growth. It's not something that I'm worried about. I've been celibate for years now, and it's not something that I'm worried about engaging in. And when I do have a child, my main focus is going to be raising that child to be a brilliant person and someone who can give to our society and be a good person in our society.
But you also know, user, let's just stay in reality for a second, okay? Just for educational purposes solely. You know that you can't just all of a sudden when you get your things together, just like try to go adopt a child. It's very, very hard, right? When they see that there are two partners, they feel like the child here in California, okay, is being raised in a stable home. So you yourself, you're not going to be able to like do that on your own, and everything is just going to be okay with that. That's a fact. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying basically is, because I know the facts, especially with adoption and all that, when you do get a partner, how can you take away the fact that you're in bed with another man and you're saying that you're not raising this baby that way? You see what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to say.
Well,
And let me just chime in a minute. And also, a child needs a mother. At the end of the day, a child needs a mother, whether it's boy or girl. The child needs a mother. And then when the child grows up and has to call mommy daddy, what the child gonna be doing? Calling the both of y'all daddy? Like, you see how it looks weird? Also, that causes bullying in school and stuff. Like, children is very brutal in school. Like, they be like telling the kid, you have no mommy, you got two daddies, da 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 da. Like, those are some of the things where I also read a lot of articles, mostly from Shanta's lives, but with gay couples abusing kids sexually and stuff. Like, so that kind of frightens me into gay couples adopting children. Like, and if you want a child, I suggest you get a female to have a child with, and let her raise the child, and you're part of the child life too, user. Don't get me wrong. You're the daddy. You're part of the child's life, but just like you and your partner, no. Because I've seen some horrific stuff, and I'm not letting nothing pass no one when it comes to the children.
Yeah,
Because
no, I don't believe that any of them should adopt a child, especially them of their own. I don't see how there's a way that you can do that. And in the comments,
no,
you
Safi.
said, no,
I
I'm
didn't
talking to him.
say.
I'm talking to him, only him.
I thought you were talking to me. Sorry.
No, I agree with you. I agree with everything you're saying, sister. What I'm saying is I do not agree with you ever adopting a child ever for no, it's for what? What's the purpose? Because you want to have children, well, go do what you know that you're supposed to do and make your own child. You see?
No,
That's wicked. Go ahead.
I just want to put out there that I don't plan on being in a relationship. I plan on dying alone.
Unaliving.
What was that? Oh,
Unaliving, baby.
Sorry.
Unaliving.
Sorry. I'm not used to like the. I don't know all the phrases,
It's
but
on
yeah.
because they mass reporters. They just say unaliving.
Okay. Yeah, I don't plan on being with anyone. I kind of have always been alone, and I plan on staying alone. And with that, I do have a friend that.
Safi, Shanta gone dark again.
Yeah, she's gone dark. She's here. Yeah, there it goes. The live is about civil discourse and conversation. We don't accept any transphobia, homophobia, heterophobia, or any hateful rhetoric or ideology will be tolerated on the live. The live is about civil discourse and conversation for educational and entertainment purposes solely. Yeah, you guys tap the screen, send a rose. Let's bring Shantae back.
I apologize
And
with that.
user, you don't have to be unalive alone. You don't have to stay alone for the rest of your life. You deserve to be loved. Like, you're a human being. You deserve to be loved. Someone deserves to have you in their life. You deserve to be loved, and someone deserves to love you, and you deserve to love someone. I'm not saying for you to be alone in your life. You don't have to be alone. What I'm saying is, it's just about the kid situation. That's all. As a girl, it's just about the kid's situation. But you deserve to be loved. Understand? You deserve to have love in your life as well. But it's just the kid's situation, you know?
You know what's crazy to me? What's crazy to me that Maura, you're active in the comments talking shit to me, sissy, right? But you're over there talking to people that actually had the police sent to my baby's home. So nobody really cares. You're a bend over and you smell like shit no matter what you do. And the boss is gone, so I'm telling you this right now. Let me tell you something, faggot. Don't you ever come from me or ever think you ever can from you sissy-fied bitch. That's all you ever be. Where your mama at? Is that bitch still dying, bitch?
You're
Don't
gonna
you
get in
ever
trouble
come for
saying
me
all
and
that
be
on
like,
TikTok.
shut
Relax, 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 relax,
the fuck
relax.
up. Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody said nothing to you. Shut the fuck up. Is your
Daffy,
mama dying or no? No,
no.
no. Don't say nothing, sister. Don't say nothing, sister. That sissy better stop coming for me in these comments. And I bet you that. And I bet you that. The live is about civil discourse and conversation. We don't accept any hate speech, any transphobia, homophobia, heterophobia, or any hateful rhetoric will be spewed on this live. This live is about civil discourse and conversation, and for educational and entertainment purposes solely. No bullying or harassment or hateful rhetoric ever. Don't correct me. Don't correct me.
It pains me that everyone who I care about is fighting.
Well, I just want to thank you, Trinity, for saying that to me. Because I do appreciate it. It's just something that's never really been a priority of mine. And I don't think in the future it's gonna be a priority. That's just how I plan on living my life. So, but I do appreciate you for saying that to me.
Yeah, sure, of course. Everyone deserves to be loved in like romantically loved in this lifetime. Everyone deserves that. Like, I'm not going to condemn you or loving someone. Oh my God.
The life is about civil discourse. I can never be mad at you, Maura, when you bend men over. Never. Can never be upset with that.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now. You went out
Hear
there
you.
recording.
Life is about civil discourse and conversation. We don't tolerate transphobia, homophobia, or heterophobia. No hateful rhetoric, ideology, or behavior. No bigotry, bullying, or harassment will ever be tolerated. The life is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All right, so there are several people in here now that came from Mallory's live, okay? No, you old crusty biatches, okay? You wet dog smelling on a hot summer's day bitches. You shriveled pussy bitches. You bitches with gray hairs on your dirty ass punanis. Come up here now. Come up here and know and talk your shit. Val, I see you in here. Come up here, sweetie. All you old hags, come up here. Come on and have a conversation. All you old hacks, come up here and have a conversation.
Who the hell is this?
What, Shark? Are you serious? I'll talk with him after live.
I just wanted to apologize if me saying the unalive word is what got you like
Stop
blacklisted right now.
apologizing. Say what listen. Stop apologizing. Don't worry about it. Just don't use it in the future. Susie, how old are you?
I'm 49.
All right. So you came from Mallory's live, this hag's live?
Oh, I was in her live, yeah.
Yeah, so what do you have to say, sweetie?
Well, I mean, firstly, let me just say I was in her live, but I was only watching. So I didn't have anything negative to say about anyone up here. And if I'm being honest, I am kind of on board with the no men and women spaces. So that's kind of where I stand.
Yes. Do you know anybody who's friends with her so you can share the live with them that they can come up? Because I would
Yeah,
love to
no,
speak with them.
I run across and I think I even follow her, but I run across her stuff every once in a while, but I don't really know anyone in there because I normally am just a silent watcher.
All right, so I see Val up there say, so this lady is in a third world country. Val, I saw when you came in here, Shrivel Puss. You know, before you worry about third world country people, you should worry about the 3 strands of hair, right? That are black, that the only remaining black hairs on your crotch. Everything else is gray. And you know them gray hairs itch. You know them gray hairs itch. Shouldn't you be worried about your underneath? At your big fossilized age, barely have any teeth in your mouth, talking shit on the internet. Ma'am, go put some extra glue on your dentures. Okay, ma'am? And try to keep them from falling out. Let's respect our elders, please. All right, I'm going to invite you. Oh, okay, troll account. I'm going to invite you up. If you don't come up, you're going to get blocked. I don't have time for weak people today. Come up or get blocked. The elders should respect themselves. What kind of elder is literally supporting a man that is rumored to essay his children? That was friends with a P3DO and to this day still supports him. Huh? All right, you don't come up. All right, bye-bye to you. I'm not playing with you old bitches. No, this hag, you big albino-looking hippo, calling yourself Mallory. You big albino-looking killer whale. Come up here. You look like the Pillsbury Doughboy with those ugly ass glasses on your face. Come up here. You no top lip having ass hog. Come up here. Bitch, you built like a potato. Come up here. Your armpit smell like a homeless man. Okay? And your punani has the same odor. Come up here. Bitch, when you sit down and get up, fly spitch and die. Come up here. Oompa Loompa built bitch, come up here. Bitch that looks like a big ball of dough in a basin, come up here. You have no curves. You have nothing about you. Nothing about you is flattering. How can you be ugly and built bad at the same time? Everybody who thinks I'm mad, please come up. I want to talk to you. I care about your feelings very much. Hi, Coconut, how old are you?
I'm 30, huh?
Pardon?
I said I'm 30, huh?
I'm 30. Listen, I don't speak inbred. Can you be more coherent?
Oh, I said I'm 30. 30.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand the twang. How can I help you?
I'm sorry, but okay. I was a little confused because you said there was something about no discrimination, please. But Shanta down there used the F slur.
Which Shantae? I'm Shantae.
Down there on the panel.
What slur did she use?
The F slur, F-A-G-G-O-T.
So why are you talking to me about it?
Oh, I was just wondering. I think she said it, and you said not to be discriminative or homophobic.
When did I say that? When did I say that?
When I requested.
I never said that. I said there will be no homophobia or transphobia tolerated on the live.
Right. That's what I said. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So is anybody here afraid of gay people or trans people?
So that's not really what that means.
What does it mean?
I mean, it's basically like just discrimination.
Discrimination? What does discrimination mean? And what does discrimination have to do with phobia, which is an extremely irrational fear?
I'm so sorry. There's something in the background and it's so distracting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your mic is distracting too, but we're all trying to push through it. Just push on through. You'll be all right.
So
Continue.
That's actually not me. It's you. I'll mute myself.
Okay, so we don't tolerate any transphobia, homophobia on my live, right? No hateful rhetoric, ideology, or behavior, no bigotry, bullying, or harassment will ever be tolerated. The live is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Go ahead, you can continue.
But she said the episode.
Yeah, what does that have to do with me?
That goes against, like, I mean, that's derogatory, it's mean, it's hurtful, it's discriminatory.
Yeah, it's mean and hurtful. What does it have to do with being afraid?
So, I don't know. I really don't know. I guess you can say it and it don't mean anything.
All right, so there are numerous gay men in here. Most of the mods are gay men. For the ones that are in here, were you offended by Safi's words? For the gay men in here, were you offended by Safi's words?
Asking gay men if they're offended by the F slur?
Yeah, because are you a gay man?
No, I am a woman.
I'm asking the gay men. All right, so all of them in here. I'm going to say user. User, are you offended by Safi's words? Do you care? Oh my God. Adam, did they get you account, babe? Adam, did they get your account? Oh my gosh.
That's all I wanted to say. I was a little confused.
Hold on. I'm talking to my mod. Hold on. Because I don't see him as a mod. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to mod this one, babe. I'm sorry, babe. And your account was going so good. They can't take the truth. You were on a roll, bro. All right, so none of the gay men that are in here are offended by Safi's words. They couldn't care less. User, you can go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? I just wanted to know if you guys can still hear me, but never mind. You can keep going. Sorry.
I think he didn't hear your question.
He didn't hear you, Shantae, because he's got some issue. User, were you offended when I said what I said?
Thought that it was kind of fair game. I mean, you can't sit there and you can't disrespect someone and expect them not to disrespect you back.
Exactly.
I have no idea of the context as to what.
Yeah, you're saying you don't have any idea of the context. But you're coming up here on here talking about somebody said a word that you didn't like.
That doesn't excuse.
You know what I'm saying? You know what you mean? It don't excuse it. I'm gonna say what I want to say. You understand?
You want to say?
You bend over and you smell like shit. I'm gonna say it. Like, don't come up in here trying to colonize. Nobody care about your feelings over here. You in the wrong live. Nobody care about your feelings.
Hold on. I don't want a live to take. Hold on. Oh my God. All right. Okay. Oh, Jenka Jesus.
You can tell somebody that they smell like shit because they choose to smell like shit. People don't choose to be gay, so you can say that.
Hold on. I said hold on. What the fuck?
Shut up.
American, unmute yourself and state your age.
Actually, it's American, but I am 22.
How can I help you?
How can you help me?
All right. We can take the trash out. You can drop him because I don't know why he came up.
Wait.
All right.
I think it's the same context. Oh, sorry, somebody else joined.
Hello?
Get an age for Alfie, please.
I'm 20.
How can I help you?
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza
Wow,
pie,
you sing really
that's
good.
amore.
I think my issue, particularly with
It's always the white Americans come up here and do shit. Always the white Americans. Y'all sicken me. Yeah, listen, I have some American friends on this app that I love, but most of
It's
your
liberal
Americans
women.
sicken me, bro.
It's liberal women on a whole, unfortunately. They feel as if they're,
Y'all
forced
sicken
on
me.
justice
I'm
It's not the
sick
warriors.
of
same.
y'all.
I'm black. I'm not white. I'm not white American. I'm not in that
You
stereotype.
don't really
I'm
care
black.
about your race. I don't really care. How old are you?
I'm still 21.
Yeah, how can I help you? It's liberal women as a whole. They have this savior mentality. White liberal women have like this Mother Teresa mentality, like, they can
Low-key,
cure
I'm not a
everything.
fan of liberal kind of thing. I'm not a fan for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, how can I help you? What are your thoughts? Do you think men who identify as women are women?
Nah, I don't know. I feel like men who identify as women are just like they're in like a gray area. Like they're just kind of irrelevant, you know. Like I'm a man of definites, and that's just like a
I
mess.
think that men who identify as women are homophobic. They just don't want to admit that they're gay. And I think that
No, I don't think
transgenderism is like
this is
conversion
gay.
therapy.
Like a
I
man
think
can
they're
identify
gay.
as a woman and not be gay. So like
Yeah,
you
the
can't just
majority of them like men do.
So you're stereotyping there.
Oh, am I stereotyping? This one used to say he's a lesbian because he was married to a woman.
Yeah, but
And
you're
then he
still
came out.
stereotyping.
Hold on, sir.
Okay.
And then, all right, drop
Yawn.
this one. I can't deal with this. I really can't. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. I'm talking and you're talking over me, and I said, hold on, you're okay. Do you think this is your parents you're speaking to? Do you think you're speaking with your parents? This isn't your mother living off government housing. Okay? All right, so the live is about civil discourse and conversation. We don't tolerate transphobia, homophobia, or heterophobia. No hateful rhetoric, ideology, or behavior. No bigotry, bullying, or harassment will be tolerated. The live is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Kelly said, whoa. Kelly, can you come up and tell me what the whoa factor was for you?
Now, can I ask Coconut Tree a question?
Sure.
So yeah, so Coconut Tree, are you a lesbian? What's your are you a lesbian or are you straight?
I'm bi.
I'm asking you this because I have a question for you. Are you straight? Like are you straight? Are you trans or?
I am bi.
Oh, now I understand why you come up here. So why did you?
Okay.
So if the person in the comment don't have a problem with what Safi say, he's already laughing. You have a whole problem with the F word, but you don't have a problem with this freak show on the background. A woman identifying as hold on, I ain't done. Don't talk over me.
Go ahead.
Because I cuss you out just like how Safi do it, and I'm worse. I'm Caribbean.
Go ahead.
So basically, what I'm trying to ask you is, you have a problem with what Safi said to the person, which is not your business. That what Safi called the fella, but you have no problem with these freaks like this on the background, and they go into our bathrooms and stuff. You have no problem with that, but you came up here to mind other people's business. Make that make sense? Why?
Okay, so first of all, that wasn't the topic when I came up here and heard what I heard. So there's that. Second of all, I'm not going to do the trans debate stuff right now. I'm not doing that. Third of all,
then why are you here?
I explained it when I came up.
Okay then, and that topic is done. You can leave now.
Bye.
Kelly, how old are you?
Crazy ass bitch.
No, I'm actually not leaving. I wasn't.
Kelly, how old are you?
46.
All right, you said whoa in the comment section. What was the whoa factor for you?
Just reading the comments in the live, they're all over the place, all kinds of comments.
Yeah, what about the comments?
Well, it just seems, you guys I've been listening for a while, and you've had
the same topic, the same focus, and comments are going around about race and just all kinds of
I
other
don't care
things.
about race. I'm a mouth. Listen, and let me tell you too. Honestly, there's too much drama going on, and I'm kind of feel like fed up over it because I want to stay on this topic, but it keeps on drifting to this, that, this, and the third. And I think I'm gonna start just doing the lives by myself, to be honest with you, because I wanted to focus on this man right here. You're coming up worried about the comment section. That has nothing to do with the life itself. Address what this man did. Address what this man did. This man allegedly assaulted his stepkids or his children, right? He was friends with a man who essayed abducted other children and then essayed his own stepchildren as well. And this man on the backboard still defends that predator. But you're upset about people's opinion about this piece of trash. Why is it that you don't care about children?
No, I'm not concerned about their opinion of the piece of trash, because if he did those things and he's found guilty, they should castrate him and throw him in a dungeon.
Yeah. But do you condemn this man? Do you condemn him for the allegation? Because remember, Toolmaker was alleged to have essayed those kids as well. Right?
I think anybody that's in any type of situation where there's multiple allegations of essay against an individual, then you absolutely have to condemn the individual, because...
So do you condemn this man?
Yeah, I want no part of that man, and he should have no part of this app.
Exactly. That should be your focus. People's opinions are going to differ from yours. People's approach, way of speech is going to be different from yours. But you should always focus on the topic. Focus on what matters. You understand what I'm saying to you? A lot of people don't like me on this app. A lot of people think my words are crude. A lot of people think that I'm vulgar, uncouth, uneducated, but I have my degree sitting on, okay? So people's opinion should not deter you from what matters. This man is a piece of shit. I'm trying to highlight that this man is a piece of shit. And I want everybody that comes up on here to focus on that. If the topic differs to trans people, then let it defer to trans people. If it differs to LGBT, LMNOP, let it defer to LG. But everything else, I don't want it. Okay? I don't want it. I don't talk about race on my lives, because at the end of the day, nobody likes black people, not even other black people, and racism will never end until our savior comes back. Right? I don't talk about it because it deflects from the main topic. The children are being abused, no matter if they're black, white, pink, blue, yellow, or purple. The predators don't care. They don't care. I don't care what you do in your bedroom as long as you don't involve kids. I don't support the lifestyle because it is what it is. I believe in God and it's wrong in the eyes of God. But that's your business. I don't care. Tell me what you think about the alphabet community. What's your stance against that? If they come up and they disrespect you, you can cuss them and tell them anything you want. But if they're having civil discourse, let it remain civil. Ask questions that you want that relates to the topic. So if they're gay, ask them what they think about this. Ask them what they think about that. Would you do this? Would you do that? And leave it there.
Okay.
Hey, so can I go ahead and wrap my thing?
Say what you want to say, Mom, and then you drop.
Okay. Is my box working? Okay. I knew I was gonna get jumped on when I came on here, and I did it anyways. I wasn't coming up here to argue. I was confused. The textbook English definition of, the phobic stuff is not being scared. It's prejudice and all that stuff, and that's why.
No, it's not. A phobia is an extreme and irrational fear. Just because they've made amendments to it to try to come up with buzzwords to silence people about speaking about the predatory nature of a community doesn't mean that that word has any validity. Homophobia, transphobia, all of them are a farce. Phobia is an extreme and irrational fear. If you have an aversion to something, it doesn't mean that you fear it. I fear the water, but I still go to the beach. I don't have an aversion to it. I don't believe, right, that Same
So you can look it up.
menstruation. I don't care. When was that? When was an aversion added? About 6 years ago.
An aversion? I don't. I mean,
A phobia was always an extreme and irrational fear. An aversion was added later on, recently, around 6, 7 years ago.
where did you learn that?
Look it up.
Okay. Can I do that right quick and come back?
Look it up right now. Do your best. Mallory, you fat ass bitch. Mallory, you oompa loompa built bitch. You king size bed built ass bitch. You big back having ass bitch. Bitch, Trump should lay you down sideways. He don't need to build a wall. Trump should lay you down sideways. He don't need to build a wall. You're bigger than the Rock of Gibraltar. You're bigger than the Chinese wall.
Okay, I did a quick search and it said something about 1969. I might have modified the word, the meaning, or whatever. But either way, I guess
Yes, they modified the words to involve what?
Okay, so I have no idea, but so we can switch that to. I guess that's not my fault.
You see what I mean? You want to deflect when you realize that I'm telling you the truth.
No,
It was added like 7 years ago. A version was added 7 years ago.
What am I deflecting?
Yeah, because you know I'm right, but you don't want to concede.
No,
So you're
what am I
talking about
deflecting? I gave you the benefit of the doubt and researched it. What am I deflecting?
Yeah, what does it say? When was an aversion added? That's what I asked you.
I did a quick search that way I could get back, because it's a live stream, and it said something about 1969 that the word homophobia was created for men who was
Yeah,
feared.
homophobia was created. I'm not asking about when homophobia was created. I'm asking you when an aversion to was added to phobia.
So, if you don't mind, I'll hop down and research it again, or not hop down.
Yeah, do that and then screenshot it and I'll put you on the big screen and you can turn your camera on and show us.
I can't turn my camera on. It doesn't let me. You have to have a certain
All right, you can copy and paste it in the comments. Whore choice mama. Why is she always here? Oh my God. These people, what kind of obsession is this, Father? They don't agree with me. They don't like me, but they're always in here. Is this some kind of voodoo, obia, witchcraft, black magic? What kind of hocus pocus is this? Go ahead.
No, saying they're obsessed with you. Kelly, did you want to say something?
She asked me how I felt about in terms of the community, and I respect everybody else's opinion. My opinion is very different in terms of I try not to judge based on the group, and I look at the person for the character and their morals. I think they're bad straight people. I think they're bad gay people. It just is what it is.
Yeah, but what do you think about this community being P3DOs in itself, all the community in itself?
What does that mean?
It means exactly what I said. The whole community is...
No, I need more context.
Okay, well, the whole community is P3DOism in itself.
What?
Yeah, it is. It is, because a lot of cases you'll see when they're doing stuff to children, right? And you guys want us to differentiate between an AGP or whatever you call that and a person that's calling theirself like transitioning or whatever you call that. And how do you differentiate the two when any man, even in a beard, can walk up to any establishment and say they identify as a woman? So in itself is P3DOism. Yes.
That's fucked up. That's
No. That don't use the F word on here. If you want to, you use your vocabulary. Why do you feel that that's not okay? What I say.
And the gay, lesbian, bi community is the reason why there's so many HIV/AIDS all over the world. They carry it.
Let me ask why you said that, brother Coconut.
You are pinning something like that on a whole community.
Brother Coconut.
Brother Coconut, brother, what did you say?
Yeah. I said that that's fucked up that you would pin something like that on a whole community.
Oh, it's a fact. It's a fact. There's no way to differentiate the
Every single
two.
person in that community is
No,
a
the
predator.
community in itself. That means that the whole community is based on it.
People. She's speaking about the organization, the community. Stop making it about gay people. The
I never said
organization.
gay people. I never said gay people.
You, that's exactly what you're saying. But you're trying to make it about homophobia. What kind of community
I
literally
said the
for people
community.
I'm speaking? What kind of community literally advocates, right? Advocates for children to have bodily autonomy when their whole community is about sexuality and perversion? What
So
else do they need children to have bodily autonomy for?
I have never met a person of that community that does that personally. And I know
What is wrong with this person's mic? What is wrong? Are they deep sea diving? I don't understand.
It's when you play cheap and buy a cheap mic.
girl, that's you.
I think she's screen recording and the echo is coming in back. Use a secondary device to screen record.
Screen recording, and that is not my microphone. I keep muting myself and it keeps doing it.
Okay, so who were the founding fathers of the LGBT LMNOP? Do you know?
The founding fathers? What? What do you mean? Of the people?
Who were the godfathers, the founding fathers? Who created the community? Was it a bunch of gay men that advocated for Nabla? You don't know what founding fathers mean in the context that I'm referring to?
Host, I think
Lord, you don't understand what founding fathers mean in the context that I'm referring to. You don't understand what I mean? Who were the founders of the community?
The people who created the term. Is that what you're saying?
Do you guys want to talk to this person? Because I don't know. I don't have the energy today.
No, not really.
I just blocked them
Shanta,
nonsensical.
Shanta, I just wanted to say I'm gonna go make some food. I do appreciate you having me on here. I can't wait to watch you again. I followed you. And Trinity and I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name properly, but I appreciate you too. You guys enjoy the rest of your night.
My name is Shantae is the truth.
Shantae is the truth. Okay, well, I appreciate you guys. It was a lovely time being on here. And do you go live all the time, Miss Shanta?
I try to as much as I can. I live off TikTok coins. I use them to buy rice.
Okay.
But you're always welcome, darling. Always welcome. And I gave you a follow too.
Okay, I appreciate you so much. And do I just have to close out the app to get off this, or?
No, I got you right now. There you go. Have a good day.
All right, have a good day, darling. Take care. And if you want to leave again, just press the little X on the corner of your screen.
There's never a dull day with Safi, bro. Never a dull day.
Now, big up yourself, sister.
Can I just point out the fact that, like, every time she turns her mic on, it's her? Like, everybody's tripping out about my mic, but it's not me.
All right. I don't really care. So what I'm saying to you, the people that helped to establish the LGBT LMNOP community, right? They also helped to create NABLA. NABLA is the North American Man-Boy Love Association. Okay? Right? So they believe... Oh, Kevin, big up yourself. They believe that Man Boy Love should have been a part of the community in its inception. And they were quoted as saying to not add it to the community is doing a disservice to all the men that fought for gay rights. Then you have John Money, who came up with the trans ideology. You have Alfred Kingsley that came up with that helped to create Playboy, who was a bisexual man. He also believed in trans ideology. And he was a P3DO as well, bisexual, just like John Money. They literally believe that young boys should be able to have sex with men.
Okay, so obviously that's horrendous. And for the vast majority of the community, obviously they don't get that. So I don't know what the point is.
So you're saying that the majority of people in the LGBT don't support pedophilia?
Of
Isn't
Unmute yourself,
100% of
ma'am.
the trans?
Let her unmute herself and speak. Do you believe that the majority don't support pedophilia? Coconut, go ahead.
I'm sorry, my connection went out. Hold on. My connection went out. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Aria, you can come up, or I'm going to have to block you because it tells me that you're just here to report. So you are invited up. Please accept and come up and have civil discourse. I will respond to all your questions. Go ahead, Coconut.
I said, before my connection went out, I said, of course.
All right. So why is it that at these parades there isn't outrage when these men are having sex in the street in front of children, when women are peeing on men peeing on women with erect phalluses in the streets? We saw this at the San Francisco parade. We saw this at Seattle parades. We saw at the New York parades. They were just having sex in the open and children were there. Grown men were naked. Children were there. We have photos of two lesbians purchasing a plushie toy for their children, quote unquote, in the visage of an erect male phallus. Why isn't the community outraged? If the majority doesn't support it and are not into it, why aren't they outraged and speaking out against it and saying we will not tolerate this because it puts a stain on us? Why aren't they upset about it?
I mean, what do you want people, like, I mean, they are, of course they are.
Who are they that are upset?
The majority of people.
Yeah, where are the majority? Why aren't they protesting?
Because, like, what you have listed, personally, I've never seen that. Most people commit crimes in any event. People do things and for the
Listen, mom, listen. I ask you a specific question. I don't need to hear about people who commit crimes. If the majority are not up for it, why aren't they outraged? That's all I ask you. Give me a reason. Big up yourself, Jeff.
I can't speak for strangers, but you know, the majority of any community does not abide by that or subscribe to that or support
Well,
that.
it seems as if the majority does ascribe and subscribe to it because guess what? They support it when these men are having sex in the street. They don't apprehend them. They don't call the police and demand that these men be arrested because children are there. They're not outraged. They just go about their business. GLAAD, who are the organizers of these parade, right? Straight up said that kink is a part of pride. Nudity is always a part of pride. So it seems as if even the organizers, which would be the community in and of itself, has an agenda that they're trying to push forward. And that agenda is to desensitize children against predatory behavior.
I'm not even going to try to speak for a mass of people that I'm not going to speak for a mass of people. I can't. Like, the majority of people don't support that. That's
if the majority didn't support it, they would have come out and spoken out against it and condemned it. The majority has remained silent. So I am of the belief, right, that they do support it. The ones that don't support it, like user that came on, my mods, they actively speak out against it. Some of my supporters who are gay men, lesbians, right, they actively denounce it. But the majority are silent because they want this to happen. In my opinion, you have organizations like Gays Against Groomers that are actively being canceled by the community, right? Because they're saying this is not okay. Why would the community in and of itself and the majority of the gay people want to cancel the gay people that are saying it's not okay if they didn't condone it?
See this stuff.
Speak up.
I said I don't hear about this stuff.
All right, let me show you an example. I'll be right back. Don't be talking when I'm gone.
Yes, ma'am. Because you know I was about to say. Okay, I'm about to get in trouble now.
Not you, Safi. I was talking about the guest.
Oh, yes, ma'am. You guys, so these people up here is this is Trish Tay Ho, I believe I said that right. And he is accused of being inappropriate with his, I believe, stepdaughter. And they fled to Portland, Oregon, something like that. And he had a mod that was recently unalived for the essay of children and da 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 da. And he knew about it and said that exactly what he said was he is innocent until proven guilty. And this man in the background also thinks that 13-year-olds are not children. Okay, so just to stay on topic, the reason why the pictures are up, the pictures are the same of the man. Both of them are the same man. This is a military man, right? But he's like really, really sick. So I'll wait for the boss to come. Just giving a little context why she's gone. When she comes back, here she goes.
TikTok, there is no child sexual exploitation going on. This is just a plushie toy that children are playing with. So this was at a pride parade. This is a gay man. He's a social worker. And this is the costume that he chose to wear. And then he went and, put this in the hands of these little girls. And look, all the other gay people there just celebrating, laughing, because children should see this. There's nothing wrong with it. Right? Nothing wrong. I'll be back again. Go ahead, Safi.
Yes, I'm actually here, and I want to know for anybody, any patriot here, you understand? Anybody, especially Trump 2024, right? Would you allow this with your precious children, to do this? If you disagree with this, put Trump 2024 in the comments right now, because see, for me, I'm having a hard time understanding this. You see what I'm saying? I have never and will never allow this ever in my life. Trump 2024. If you guys truly believe that this is wrong, and Kamala Harris, if you believe that this is okay. You see what I'm saying? Kamala Harris, if you believe that this is okay. Other than that, Trump 2024 in these comments. Let's go. Because like me and my husband, I'm telling you, I don't, you see how I'm stuttering? You understand? Because when and where? And my children have never caught me in a compromising position with my husband, their father. You understand? Am I delusional? Trump 2024. Okay? Let's go. There you go. I love the comments. Thank you so much. Trump 2024. Because look at this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at this. Look. Look at this. You're not outraged? Patriarchs? You ain't outraged? You're not outraged about this? When have we done when do we do this? When? Please. It is. Especially to our children. Now, if you want to go do that at a pride parade, you're an adult and you do that, I won't say nothing about it. You got children involved. Trump 2024. The children shouldn't have holding it, and it's near the baby's mouth. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Leave our babies alone. Leave our children alone. Do what you want to do. Leave our children alone. Exactly. Definitely they're monkeypox. The white Aunt Lydia. Look at them. And no one's saying anything about this. Look at this. Trump 2024. Look at this. Look at this. Our children, are you kidding me? Our children that we had That's why I say it's my child. When it's your child, I say it's my child. And people say, something's wrong with Safi. She's crazy. She's saying a child that I birthed out, right? She's saying it's her child. The reason why, because I'm trying to get you to understand that it's happening to our children. All of the children belong to women, okay? It takes a village. You see, Trump 2024. Our children, that child is mine. These two children are my children. Okay, the boss is here. Is she here? Oh, Trinity.
Look at the mama.
Go ahead. Go
Look
ahead,
at the
Kennedy.
mama holding. Look at the mama holding the phallus with the children, encouraging the bullshit. And let me tell you this, and you're gonna be mad at me for saying this. I don't care. At the end of the day, it's straight women like straight women. It's straight women who's encouraging this shit. I blame us. I definitely blame us women for encouraging the LGBTQ bullshit.
What did you say?
Hold on, Trinity. I want you guys to take a second to look at this.
Did she just say to support this? Did you just say to support this?
But you just said you support the LGBTQ community. This is what they support. So
No,
if you
they
support
don't.
the community,
No,
this is
they
what
don't.
you support.
No, they don't.
This is exactly what they support. So this is a photo. These are two lesbians, okay? Two scissorers. They brought the children to the Boston Pride Parade, and this is what they bought. This is what they purchased for the little boys. This is what they purchased, right? A plushie toy in the visage of a gigantic phallus for the children to play with.
Chanta, this is why I said that gay couples shouldn't be allowed to adopt or have kids. Example, Exhibit A. This is why I said that gay and lesbian couples shouldn't have kids or adopt nobody's children because of shit like this. Leave the goddamn children alone. I'm so sick of the LGBTQ community. All of y'all nasty asses the same. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sorry. I may become out harsh, but it is what it is. I'm sick of y'all. I don't like none of y'all people.
Give me a second, sister.
Don't adopt kids.
Sister, give me 1 second. Sister, please take this off. Last time they restricted you, you know what they're about to do. You know, I tried to leave it on a little while. You know, I'm just saying, if you don't care, then we can just keep
I'm gonna change it. TikTok, there's no sexually explicit image here. There's no child sexual exploitation going on. There is nothing here that is sexually explicit. This is a child's toy. Go ahead, guys.
Can I just say that in the same sense of how you had people say Trump 2024, if you had 100 people of the LGBT in a room and went around to each individual and showed them the stuff, they would condemn it.
Yeah. Do you know about the activists that stood up for children, especially T children, like the LGBT and all of that? Said the same thing in public, spoke about it, thought about it. All of you guys was with him, right? He's also a T person, right? You see what I'm saying?
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, you don't know who that is? Oh, it's a black man that was an advocate for the community. And now he's in jail right now because he was found to, Shantae gonna have to put it up. So when you say
he sexually assaulted 3 boys, sodomized them, and coerced them into sodomizing each other, recorded it and distributed it. Go ahead, Safi.
Yes, exactly. And he's currently being held. So when you say that if you put somebody on the forefront, they'll say that they denounce it. Yeah, your advocates denounced it. You understand? But now
they restricted the live, Safi, just like you said. They reported it, and the live is restricted. You see what I mean? This shows you that they do condone it. They don't want me speaking about it, so they restricted the live. They reported it, and now the live is restricted. But you want to talk about, oh, they don't support it. Oh, yes, they do. Because if you don't support it, why would you have a problem with me speaking on it? Isn't it good that I'm bringing awareness to this travesty? To the children being exploited? For the desensitization of the innocence of children? Wouldn't they be on board with me, supported me, sharing the live, liking it? No. The same people that say I'm vile, they don't want me talking about this. The Mallory,
You're also
the Chris, they don't want me talking about it.
you're also saying the whole community like is in on and support
in itself,
Man,
Coconut.
stop talking like we're talking about all gay people.
You are.
You know, you see any gay men follow me? Bitch, listen. All the blood clot to that dirty girl, yeah. Dirty girl. If me want say the whole of the man them and the woman them, me say that. You go beat me? You go blood clot beat me? You go drape me? No, no, no can touch me. Oh, the blood clot this. You're acting like if I wanted to say all of them, I couldn't say it. Bitch, if I wanted to say all of them, I would say it. Nobody gonna do shit. Nobody gonna do nothing. Nothing at all. Nobody gonna do shit. Not you nor no other fucking body on this app are gonna do shit. Or even in real life, none of y'all gonna do shit. So if I wanted to say all the men, all the women, I would do that. None of you gonna touch me. None of you gonna touch me. Stop trying to talk about like I'm saying all gay people are fucking pedophiles, bitch.
Is that not what you said? Somebody up here
Hey,
said
girl, let me tell you something, so good, girl. Hey, girl, when you're pussy and gaggle bars, but you're still lonely. Let me tell you something. Come on from my life. Come on from my life. And if you did in front of me, I'm spitting at your face. Come on from my life. Get the fuck off my life.
Like the same shit that us be talking about. Shanta, that the same shit that us be talking about, you know. Them nasty, dirty old pussy girl and them always talking shit. They, like she know them let's be doing that, you know. She know them others be doing that, but you know what she gonna do? You know what she doing? She trying to pick up for them, like they don't do nothing. She know them let's be doing that. At the end of the day, she know that. Yo, them nasty girl and them them and it's always them. Yo, let me jump on the race. Let me jump on the race because you see them kind of shipping this Friday. Like we literally talking about children. You making up an excuse for them children and them.
She is a supporter.
She's a nasty jam crow.
She supports it. That's why she's making excuses for it. This is what I'm saying. If you're gonna make excuses for it, you support it. Why are you making excuses for it? I repetitively say this. I could never say all gay people are pedos. Because my brother isn't a pedo. Safi's sister isn't a pedo. My mods aren't pedos. The organization has an agenda that it's pushing. And the agenda that it's pushing is to desensitize children. Of course, the majority of the community supports it. Did I stutter? Did I stutter? I've been saying that for 4 years. You're acting like this is something new.
Yo, Coconut, go and see if we could recognize a little diop to make you feel good and some scissoring.
You know what happened here? This happened in Canada. They had this pool thing where they invited drag queens and trans women, and they allowed the children to go fully birthday suit, and these men in drag in women's apparel were in birthday suits as well with the kids in swimming pools and hot tub. This happened in Canada. So when you say, oh, there isn't an agenda, there isn't, then what is it? What is there? What is it?
Which state is worse? California or Canada?
California.
California is worse? You think so? Because Canada does the same shit California does.
Yeah,
and they pass bills. I mean, in Canada, if you misgender someone, you could actually go to prison.
No, not here. It hasn't gone to that yet. But here, you can't go nowhere without seeing them. And at first, you would see them all the time right here in California, right there, especially out in West Hollywood and Hollywood areas selling their right? and they're out there, but they're out there as drag queens. Like, and that's a fact. But since this ideology, all of them are women now. They're all women now, and discrimination this. They have a whole shelter built. And if you don't believe me, just look it up. It's a whole shelter in West Hollywood built for T people that have the 3 letters and the 4-letter words. They take care
Safi,
of.
you need to, Safi, my sister, you need to come home. Just
No, I
pack
know.
up and come home.
No, I know that. But see, if I come home, right, I still will leave family that's going to deal with these same issues. So I'd rather stay here and fight. And if I unalive from it, I'm okay with that, because at least I stood for something.
But
And then
I
hopefully
wouldn't be okay with that. I wouldn't be okay with that.
everybody can't move, Trinity. I ain't going to lie to you. I wish I could. Everybody can't move, mama. Everybody
This
can't
is
move.
so, yo, these things make me cry on a down low, yo. And yeah, I'm tough on the outside, but I'm actually a little cookie dough on the inside. Because let me tell you, I feel so bad for these children that is living amongst these demons. The LGBTQ community is filled with demons, yo. And these children has to live with these demons. Like, I will fight every day. Safi, I forgot to tell you, you're on Shanta. Let me tell you all this. I went C3 the other day. It's a mall. And I was looking for a bathroom. We are my friends, right? And we saw male, female, and others. So there was a woman by the washroom. She's a worker in the mall. I'm like, what the fuck is others? And she was like, oh, people who don't think that themselves. But then when I dig deeper, the government of Trinidad and Tobago is actually they're actually in parliament right now, trying to fight a law, because there's this president of the LGBTQ in Trinidad every day she goes to the Red House. Like, you see how you all have the White House? We have the Red House. So they literally goes to the Red House and literally try to get the Prime Minister to sign a law for LGBTQ to have rights in Trinidad, and for people to have what do you call it? Sex orientation, for them to be comfortable in their own skin in Trinidad, because right now they're hiding because we don't tolerate that here, right? So she goes to the Red House every day and she writes letter to the government telling them that they have rights and they should be able to express their rights. And right now, they're literally fighting a law for that to happen. I'm telling y'all, Trinidad is, if they pass that law, Trinidad and Tobago will be a gone country. And I'm going to move, because I'm not going to grow my children here to become a freak. I'm not doing that. I'm going to move to another Caribbean country. I might as well move to Jamaica, because at the end of the day, I'm not staying here and allow my children to be caught up in that mess. And none of my sons is not going to become a freak. My sons is not going to tell me they feel like a girl, and I'll be damned if any of my sons or daughters change their gender while I'm alive. Get rid of me. But that was so distasteful when I went to the mall and see that shit. Yo, I damn near cried, yo. Because it's happening. America is bringing that shit over here. And y'all gonna keep that shit in America and live your lives, but y'all want to take over the whole world with your bullshit. And I'm gonna say this, and I shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it the best I could for TikTok. If they pass that bill here, just, I don't know, all who can't get me, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it, but there are gonna be a lot of slow singing and flowers bringing, because people are not tolerating that shit over here. They already started to kick dust. And if y'all don't understand what slow singing, flowers bringing mean, inbox me, I'll tell you all, but I can't say it on the live. But y'all don't know, it's happening. It's really happening. If they can get to the Caribbean, then they can get anywhere.
Shantae.
Davi, how old are you? Davi, how old are you? Davi?
Shanta.
Hi, I'm 22.
Sorry.
22.
What do you want to say? They're reporting the live, you guys. Please keep tapping. Yeah, okay. Well, I opened it, mama. So, tap the screen. Yeah, I can't hear you, Davi. They're reporting, Shantae. So tap the screen. You guys share the live. The ones in the boxes do not tap. You guys please share the live so we can show TikTok that we want Shantae here. We have 107. We got 156 people in here. Let's go with the tapping. Let's go, go, go. Shantae is the truth. Send a gift. Share the live. Send a gift. Share the live. Gifts, gifts, gifts. TikTok is going to see that we want her here. Plus, they make all of the money off of the gifts that you guys are sending her. She's not going to get nothing but not even $1, like maybe 35 cents probably collectively. Let's go. But it just shows TikTok we want her here. Please, let's go. You guys, instead of sending me any gifts, you guys send Shantae all the gifts to show TikTok that we want her here. If y'all could do that for me, all the gifts you want to give me, give it to Shantae because it shows TikTok we want her here. Are you there, Shantae? She's not here yet. Shantae, are you here?
Yes, Sophia, I'm here.
Okay.
Shantae,
Yeah.
check your Instagram. I sent you an article on the Boston Pride Parade as well as some more disturbing pictures that you might find interesting.
All right, baby, I'll check it right now.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna drop
No
down,
problem.
but thank you guys.
All right, darling. Thank you too as well.
Daffy said that she was 22 years old.
Oh yeah, I couldn't hear her. Go ahead, Dabby. What would you like to say, dear?
Is it like, hello?
Can you hear me?
Sorry, I have a picture.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Speak. What did you want to say?
I was just trying to show a picture. I was just making fun of the guy in the background.
Okay. You guys, they're reporting. Wow.
Yeah, it's lagging really, really bad.
Yeah, because they're reporting for no reason.
And then she going to check her Instagram too. So that's why she's paused as well. She's checking her Instagram. But yo, we need to stop this. Like we need to do something. Like we're doing something, yes, but we need to do more because it's like they're trying to take over everything and everyone. And they're also trying to take over the children. Like kids won't even have to go to the mall anymore. If you look sharp, I might carry my kids to see Santa Claus and the Grinch for Christmas, and I might see a female Grinch or a female Santa Claus fooling the children. I'm sick of them, yo. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of this whole community. I'm tired. Like all we want y'all to do is just leave the children alone, and y'all can't even do that. Just leave them alone. That's all we ask, and y'all can't even do it. Because y'all want the children to be freaks like y'all. Like we don't need that. I'm sorry, but y'all want to, then they want to come to the Caribbean with their nonsense. Look what happened to that man in a dress when he went to Bermuda. He was never found because he went there with his foolishness. But I don't care if you say I'm hateful and strange. I will always be hateful and strange when I'm talking about the children. Because you look like the type of guy who likes to prey on kids. You like kitty meat. That's why you're saying what you're saying. Next time come on your real account, fool.
My sister, hold on just for a second. The live is about civil discourse and transphobia, heterophobia, homophobia, any hateful rhetoric or ideology will be tolerated in the live. The live is about civil discourse and conversation and for educational and entertainment purposes solely. Credit Shantae. I think she's here.
Yeah, I'm back. I got some more stuff, but I don't know if I'm gonna still be restricted, but I'm gonna try. I may have to end the live after this, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go.
Both says that Trump has 5 children by 3 different women. What that got to do with the community? Live is glitching very bad.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to reset the live because they're reporting the live. So you see, this is the problem that we have, and I want you guys to understand that we do have a problem. We do have a problem. We can't deny it anymore, people. We cannot deny it anymore, and we cannot be nice about it. Right? My approach may not be the most favorable, but this is the energy that is needed right now. This is the energy that we need right now. They don't want me talking about this. They don't. And if they reported the live for inappropriate images of children, that means they know that it's inappropriate, but they never condemn the community. They never condemn the community. Vote no. Let me see how many followers you have. Okay, you have 1 follower. So it's either you come up or you will be blocked. Vote nope. It's either you come up or you will be blocked. You got to go and make another troll account. All right. Okay, block vote nope. Block vote nope. Block it. Block it. It's not coming out. Block it. That means it's here to report. Let them go make another troll account. All right, guys, I'm going to have to restart because they are reporting the live.
Okay, boss. I got you. So you coming on immediately, or you gonna take like some time?
Probably around 5 minutes. Thank you guys. But this is one of the other images of the Boston Pride Parade butt stuff. You notice how they made these inappropriate things look like candy, very bright colored, so that the children would be attracted to it. See that? You see how they make it very colorful to attract the kids? This is what is there, right? If it doesn't have a goal, it doesn't have a goal. So they're telling children that any hole will do. And this is why they don't want me speaking about these things. This is it. Look at this. Plushy toys. Right? Horny animal badges. Horny animal badges. So even bestiality is being promoted. When I tell you that this is the devil's playground, the alphabet community is literally the church of Satan. This is Baal worship. This is Baal worship. Baal, Lucifer, right? Baphomet. Bestiality, pedoism, orgies. This is him. This is a demonic cult. So you see, they're literally promoting every type of sexual perversion. Every type of sexual perversion. And this tells us that the devil is real. So if the devil is real, that means God is real. Y'all better get right with your Father in heaven. You gotta get right with your Father in heaven. GoldenEye, you're a troll account. I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna be right back.
Are you leaving?